Janess, a big round of applause and make some noise for Todd and Angelique Hartog. There he is. All right, Janess fam, keep it going for the coach, Alex Arnold. Next up, make some noise for Double Diamond Director, Cece and Don Weller! Keep those hands clapping, let's go! Yeah, clap to the music, y'all. We'll keep this energy going for our remaining attending Diamond Directors. Coming up, we've got Double Diamond Director. Make some noise for Mohamed Masood Rana! Oh, 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 look at you! Keep it going for Double Diamond Director, Samson Lee! Up next, let's hear it for Double Diamond Directors, Steve and Gina Marin! Let's hear it for them! Coming up next to our lead stage, Double Diamond Director, Tracy Ho! Keep it going for it, let's go! All right, Janess, we've got a few more to celebrate right here, right now. Especially our next one, Double Diamond Director. Let's hear it for Yvonne Yen. There she is. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest, another diamond that we haven't brought to the stage yet, because you might know her as something additional this weekend. In fact, she's a good friend of mine. I met her at my first expo back in 2020. Give it up for Diamond Director and your host for tonight. Let's hear it for Stephanie Nichols.
$100 bills and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double round a crown.
Keep it going for it, everybody. Come on.
In this town ain't never gonna be the same. 'Cause I saddle my horse and I
All right. What's up, Janess family? How we doing, SP?
Oh, yeah.
How we doing? That song ought to get up and make you dance. All right, welcome everybody. My name is Stephanie Nichols and welcome to my hometown, Dallas, Texas. You know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas. Well, it is. And I did not ride a horse or a cow here. I don't own one. I've never ridden a horse, but anyways, I like to dress like it. So we want to welcome everybody. There's something wrong here with this picture. If y'all could scoot back here. SP, there's something wrong. You're missing something.
What's it? Oh, is it the jacket? I was just trying to
You're missing something. Steve, is there something back there? Yeah, you're definitely missing something, brother. But we're going to fix that. It's what we do. Steve, give that to my man. There you go.
Oh!
My man.
Wow. Thank you.
I mean.
Thank you, Steve. I've never been on a horse either, but I'm sure this is what cowboys wear.
You look just like a rodeo guy.
Thank you, Stephanie. This is the greatest gift I've ever received.
You're going to fit in really well. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, Diamonds. Y'all give up one more time for these amazing people, these amazing leaders. You guys can take your seats down either side. Take them down. Thank you, guys, for being here. Y'all give it up for your Diamonds and Double Diamonds. All right, so how many people are missing some of their team members that aren't here tonight? Okay, how many people? Raise your hands. I know this ain't all your team over here. Raise your hands. This is participation. Raise your hands. Okay. So what we can do here, we've done a virtual thing. We've got a full house packed here in Dallas, Texas, but we know you guys at home. We want to welcome you guys all around the country, all around the world. We want to welcome you, give a big shout out. Thank you for tuning in from around the country, around the world. We welcome you guys, and we want to get your teams watching this. So do me a favor, look left and right. If you don't see your team here, pick up that phone, text them how to get to this event. So how to use your virtual ticket. So if you look on here, where's Darlene start? There she is. Okay, we made this Darlene proof. So everybody can get online now. Okay, so all you gotta do is scan that QR code and text it to everybody on your team. Go ahead and do that right now. Take a snapshot of it. Send it to your teams. We want to get as many eyeballs on us this weekend as we possibly can. So make sure you log into there. It takes you to directions. You can, and it's real simple to give your guests the ticket number and your username so they can watch. There's a tutorial video that Katie did that's awesome, takes you step by step, and we've made it super, super easy for people to get in, dial in, and watch what's going on. Tonight we've got a fantastic night. So if anybody has trouble watching this event, don't tell them to call you, tell them to use the live chat. We've got people on standby to answer any questions to help people on your teams get involved here tonight. So that's awesome. So we want to thank you guys for being here. So if anybody has any trouble, let us know. And I think is there another slide about, give us a 10. Okay, let's talk about this. So we want your participation. So we've got a packed house here tonight. Let's everybody come together. Let's clap so the audience at home can hear us. Let them know we got live people here. Go ahead, give yourselves applause for being here. Go ahead. All right, so we need your participation, but at home, ladies and gentlemen at home watching, we need your participation too. So drop on the chat box a 10. Let us know where you're coming from, where you're zooming us in from, where you're Facebooking us from, all that good stuff. Let us know where you're dialing in from, because we want to hear you. And give us some 10s. These speakers tonight are going to be pouring their hearts out to you. So be sure and show them some love. Give us a 10. Give us a 12. Give me a 20. Give us some hearts. Give us some love. Show us something here. And so we're going to have some fun. So show some love. Do we have the chat up? Do we have
I've got a monitor right here. I've got the chat. There's tons of 10s. There is a 20, which has got to be for you.
20. I love that. I love people listen. That's always good.
We've got people from, it's scrolling really fast. We got California. We've got Chicago, Illinois, New York.
All right,
Chicago's in the house somewhere. Where's Chicago? We've got a hello from Canada. We have Texas. We're in Texas.
We got Texas.
We're in Texas. It is blowing up here. Yes, keep dropping that love, those emojis, and we'll keep seeing it. Philadelphia, Belgium's in the house. Korea is in the house.
Korea, Team Korea. Hey, Team Korea. We got people all over, so that's awesome. And we'll also be streaming on Jeunesse Global Facebook Live, parts of these segments, not all of it, because what you're going to experience tonight, ladies and gentlemen, has never been done before at Jeunesse. And I don't think you've ever experienced what you're going to experience tonight. Is everybody ready? Y'all are thinking that's a crazy girl. What's she gonna do? And you never know what I'm gonna do, and you never know what's coming out of my mouth. That's the good part about this. It is scary. I could give things away tonight. I could.
I already want a hat.
And you want a hat, and you're taking that. That's gonna make California look good. So.
Finally, that's what we needed.
God knows you need some help. But anyways, welcome to Texas. All right, so listen, we're also going to be ways for you guys to participate in this room. How many people are Sapphire and above here? Sapphire and above? Anybody? All right, fantastic. We've got a star gala tomorrow night. Everybody ready to go to that? Got our nice clothes and everything ready for that? Okay, so if you're Sapphire and above, you get a VIP experience. We want you to come and hang with us, have a great time with us, intertwine and mingle with all these great diamonds and double diamonds, pick their brains, take lots of pictures this weekend, guys, and be sure and tag us and love us and all that good stuff on Facebook. Take lots of pictures with these diamonds and pick their, just listen to them, ask questions. The best times I've ever had when I was just getting started was just hanging out with people that were a lot more successful than I was, so I could just soak in all their knowledge. So be sure to take lots of pictures with these guys and ask a lot of questions. So you can still get tickets to Star Gala if you're not Sapphire or above. So we want you to come participate with us. And so the tickets are $20. I think you can get those outside. So come have some fun with us Saturday night. And we'll be decked out. No telling what I'm going to wear to that. I mean, it could get crazy.
I heard you might be DJing.
Oh, I could DJ, because I like to DJ. You see this? I learned this yesterday. That's it.
And I have no job anymore. This is
I'm gonna get me one of those boards to do that stuff at home just all the time, just to irritate Steve. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so Star Celebration. So what else do we have? We got, so we're gonna be hearing about that. We're gonna be hearing tomorrow from Betty Perez about Jeunesse Kids. You know, that's near and dear to Randy and Wendy's hearts. So how many people love Jeunesse Kids and what we've done so far? It's been an amazing thing. It's hot up here. It's been an amazing thing what we've been able to do the last, even this last couple of years with Jeunesse Kids and how many lives we've been able to affect and to positively change. And, you know, I've been in the industry about 25 years, and I've never been with a company that gives back as much as Jeunesse does and treats the distributors as well as they do and gives us these free trips we're going to talk about this weekend too. So it's going to be a fun weekend. So you're going to be hearing about the Jeunesse Kids and the initiative we're going to take this weekend that you guys can all participate and be a part of. So stay tuned for that. But most important, ladies and gentlemen, especially starting tonight, this starts with each and every one of you. And we're going to have a breakthrough experience tonight so you can break out. How many people want the success? How many people in here want to be a diamond? How many people want that diamond lifestyle? How many people want to hang out with Alex Arnold down in Florida and just hang on the boat and get a suntan? Huh? How many people want to go to Steve Merritt's resort in his backyard, lay on the beach? Yeah? Are we invited, Steve, to your place? All right, we can go to California with Mr. Todd Hartog. He's got a place. Adrian, you know, thank you for being here, Adrian. Diamond Adrian. Hey, Dione, is that you? How you doing? Love me some Adrian. I'll be hearing from Adrian tonight, so I am fired up on what's going to happen. But this weekend is all about you guys engaging. And in 2022, it's about choosing you. And so we want you to be a little selfish tonight. And this is about yourself and taking care of yourself and your business and putting yourself first. Can we get an amen for that? Put ourselves first. This is the first time I'm asking you people to be selfish. We never ask people. We ask people to give. So tonight I want you to be a little selfish with yourself and your time. And, you know, we're going to teach you tonight how to be a strong leader for your team, how to focus on identifying your dreams, your goals, and the obstacles that are in your way, that are stopping you from getting there. See, a lot of people fear success. A lot of people fear change. They fear new things, new people, new things. I love it. I mean, I love change. I love meeting new people. I love getting out and about. But some people, that's a fear for you guys. So we want to overcome those obstacles tonight and set you up for success. Is that okay? Do that tonight? Okay. So, and once we've had this breakthrough tonight, then you can go out and you can choose to lead and be a better and more effective leader and go out there and change some lives, starting with your own. Is that cool? All right, well, let's do that. So get a little selfish, set some time. We're going to do some personal development this evening. We're going to ask you to kind of get out of your comfort zone. But y'all are thinking, what's that crazy girl want me to do? Don't worry, you can keep your clothes on. It's all good, all right? It's not, what doesn't scare you, you fear. So we're going to have a good time tonight, so we're excited about that. So choose you this weekend and what they've set up, and the company spent an awful lot of money to invest in us this evening. So take advantage of that. Thank you for being here. And I think, is that the last slide? We can get this party started, SP? Can we bring? All right, let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Dallas, Texas, are we ready? All right, so I want to get this party started. I want to introduce our first speaker. This lady I met years ago and has seen her success. And she started in this industry at a very young age. She still looks very young. She is young. But she started this industry at 17 years of age, founded her own company, became very, very successful internationally and as far in North America as well. And came to us a short time ago. I think it's been a little over a year now that she's gotten her feet wet here at Jeunesse Global. So I want you guys to welcome my good friend. Get up on your feet. Let's recognize her. Thank her for being your president of North America, Miss Betty Perez.
Turn the music up, let's do it.
I love this element. Thank you, thank you. All right. Hello. Hola, hola, ¿cómo estamos? Ni hao, everybody. Did I do okay? Because I sure practiced really hard backstage, so. Awesome, and hello to our viewers back home. We are so happy that you are watching with us online from the comfort of your home or your car, wherever you may be, We are just happy that you are here. And welcome, everybody. Welcome to Dallas, Texas. All right. Can you guys believe it? This is awesome. So awesome that we're all here together, you know, as one team, one family, one Jeunesse. It is going to be an extraordinary weekend. Are you excited? You're not convincing me. I mean, you know, don't lie to me. Are you excited? Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to give you an opportunity to convince us that you are excited. Are you guys ready for some opportunities? Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, all right. So I want everybody to get out of the chair right now, okay? Get out of your chair. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to get this party started. Go ahead and stand up. And I want you to go and give some high fives, even if it's some air high fives. High five everybody around you, okay? That's your perimeter. And let's get some energy music going in here. All right, let's give some high fives. Back home, drop some emoji hands right there in the comment box below. Time to bring the energy. Absolutely, bring the joy. Awesome, awesome. High five everybody. Okay. All right. Now, once you've high-fived everybody, okay, here's the deal. I want us all to just come back, and I want you to just, you know, take a look around. Take a look at the person to your left. Take a look at the person to your right. And I want you to give yourself right now, okay? We're all going to do this together. And back home, this is for you too, okay? I want you to give yourself a big hug. I'm serious. Give yourself a big hug right now. And that awesome energy that you gave to people, give it to yourself too. It's okay to sometimes keep a little bit for you because you are going to need that energy this weekend, okay? We are going to do some incredible, incredible stuff. Matter of fact, this entire weekend, my friends, here's the thing. We have been so excited about it. We have been intentionally planning the agenda, intentionally planning every piece of this event. You see, we started with a large question. We said, okay, what do we want to get out of this event? And more importantly, what do we want you to take away from this event? And the answer was simple. The answer was loud and clear to us. We want you to look back to LEAD 2022 as a pivotal moment. We want you to look back to this event right here, right now, happening this weekend, as a moment in which you started thinking differently, as a moment in which you started seeing things differently, and a moment in which you started living differently. Matter of fact, we want this weekend to be the weekend in which you decide to step into your soul. Okay? I'm going to repeat that again. This is a weekend in which we want you to step into your soul. And let me explain what I mean by that. You see, there's you and there's your soul. And your soul has been around since conception. Your soul was being formed while you were being knitted in your mother's womb. And let me tell you something. The soul wants what it wants, and it is who it is, and nothing is going to change that. Now you, my lovely friend, you, we, myself, all of us, we've been exposed to this world. We've been subject to this world. And this world has made us conform, mold, change according to what it wants. But here's what I know, okay? Here is what I know. That before the world got to you, God got to your soul. And you see, your soul, it's not going to change. God and your soul, they already talked it out. They already decided the things that you are equipped with in your life's work, okay? And matter of fact, all your soul is waiting for is for you to step into it, to start walking side by side with it. Matter of fact, to do more than walk with it, more than just take a few steps with it, but to start dancing with it. Whether that's a little two-step, or whether that's a little bachata, okay? Or whether it's some line dancing. Anybody can teach me how to line dance? Because I don't know how to do that. But maybe tomorrow at the Star Celebration, you guys are going to break out those line dances. You guys excited about that Star Celebration tomorrow? Yeah? It's going to be fun, you guys. We're going to have some fun this weekend. I hope you guys are ready for all of this. You see, your soul wants to start dancing with you and getting in line rhythmically for you to start experiencing everything that the world, that God, that you've yet to experience. And I truly believe that until you step into your soul, we're not going to experience that full joy. Okay, now here's the thing. In order to step into your soul, we got to get through some hurdles. We got to get through some barriers, I know. And these things, I mean, they are some real fears that have been deep-seated over the course of time since we were kids, young adults, etc. But this weekend, we are going to put in the work to break through those fears, okay? We are going to put in the work so that you too can experience that freedom. Because here's the good news, okay? While that work might sound like a lot, the good news is, okay, what if I told you that it didn't require you being fearless, okay? It didn't require this overwhelming feeling that, to me, I don't know about you, is a little bit fictional, because when I look back to the most important moments of my life, I remember fear being ever so present. But it was more in the act of fearing less and doing more, okay? What if I told you that fearless might not be something that you are or something that you feel, but it rather, okay, instead, it's something that you do. Matter of fact, what if fearless, okay, again, isn't something that you feel, but it can become a practice that we can get really good at overcoming, a practice that just every day we get intentional about breaking through. And this weekend, we are going to do that. Matter of fact, you see, this notion came to me early on. You know, I had somebody in my life that was super close to me, that I witnessed her every single day. Fear less and do more. And this person was my mentor. She was my teacher. She was my hero. She was my mother. And you see, what she taught me was that, you see, fearless isn't an emotion waiting for. That instead, however, it is an action that we can take on. That it is something that we can practice every single day. And I could tell you countless stories, countless stories of how she decided to practice fearing less and doing more, you know, such as when she left her country to come to a new country in which she had absolutely no resources, nothing to her name, didn't know a single word, but she knew that if she gave in to her fears, ultimately nothing would change. And more importantly for her, okay, her future family, their history wouldn't change, and that was unacceptable. And what she taught me was that fear is secondary to our purpose, okay? You see, when I was 17 years old, as Stephanie said, I got started in this industry when I was really young. I got a call from a friend, and they told me about this incredible industry called network marketing. Now, at the time, I was on my way to college. I had a partial scholarship, and the truth is, I didn't feel like I could take on something else. I was scared, you know, but I remember looking at that application, and something in me, my soul was talking to me and said, you know what, Betty, go ahead and do it. And I remember signing that paper application. And while I'm young, I get it. There still were paper apps in my day too, okay? So I'm not that young. But you see, I remember signing that application scared, but doing it anyway. When I was 18 years old, my team was sprouting, and there was a convention happening in Arizona, and some of us crazies decided to say, you know what, let's move our entire lives from California to Arizona and start building our team out there in preparation for an event just like this. And it made no sense. You know, my team was just sprouting, and let me just be honest with you, my check was not yet sprouting. Can somebody identify with that? Okay? There was no reason for us to go to Arizona logically, but my soul was talking to me and said go. And so I moved anyway. And then when I was 19 years old, like Stephanie mentioned, you know, I had this crazy thought of starting a company. And I was so scared in that hour in which I was proposing this concept. Matter of fact, I don't even think that scared is a right word. I was terrified. I mean, absolutely terrified. Like, who was I at 19 years old to propose something that large? But you see, while as scared as I was, I decided, you know what? Fear is secondary to the purpose here. And I did it anyway. And ultimately, you know, years later, as the company grew and grew, and it did very well, finally all of those moves made sense. And only looking back did I see how all those fears truly, they really weren't that big after all. You see, and I am so happy that that all happened because ultimately my soul eventually started getting a bit restless. And my soul was pointing me in a direction to Orlando, Florida. My soul was saying, you got to go. You got to leave everything you've done. And by the way, it was good, right? And said, you got to go and you got to be part of something bigger. You got to go meet these people. You got to go be a part of what they've already done. And as scary as that is, let me tell you, burning your biography and rewriting it all over again, my soul said, Betty, go. And took that leap, and let me tell you something, that led me here today with you, with Jeunesse. And what this company has done, what the leaders has done is absolutely incredible. And this weekend, we are starting to write a new chapter. We are starting a new year together, and we're gonna continue this legacy that is Jeunesse, not just by loving it, not just by being here, but starting to continue to add to that story. Are you guys ready for that? Yeah. I hope you are, because this weekend we are going to dig deep and we are going to make sure that those of you who have been waiting, where your soul is stirring you up, we're going to break through those fears and we're going to practice this art of fearing less and doing more and honoring what has done. Matter of fact, you know, our double diamonds, we've got our pictures right here on the screen. You know, I just want to thank you for everything that you've done. Our diamonds and higher, everything you've done. That's right, give them a round of applause. You know, it is not every day that you get to see legacy in the present. Typically, you hear of legacy like way thereafter. But you and I, like, we are so privileged and honored to be witnessing legacy today, right now, over the last 12 years. And it is thanks to these individuals and so many more, by the way, that are not being represented right now, that sweat by sweat, tear by tear, year by year, you've built this incredible company called Jeunesse. Okay? It is thanks to our founders and our CVO, Scott Lewis, for, you know, putting the infrastructure together, for doing everything that they do to bring this company to life. But here's the thing, okay? It's time to honor this legacy, like I said before, by adding to these chapters, because the last 12 have been awesome, but our eyes are set on the future. Jeunesse North America and Jeunesse Global, as we kick off this lead season, it is gonna be an absolutely incredible year. Matter of fact, we are looking ahead 5 years, and we're working backwards. And this year, 2022, it's a year of infrastructure. It is a year and it is a time for you to choose yourself, to choose you, to lead, to step up to the plate for you, for your family. And I'm gonna ask you one more time, are you ready for that? Okay, and if you are, trust me, this is gonna be the event that is that pivotal moment. It is time to step into your soul and practice fearing less and doing more. And here's the thing, we are gonna do it together, okay? If you decide to do that this weekend, if you decide to dig deep and you decide to say yes to Jeunesse all over again, we are with you every single step of the way. We are committed more than ever before. We are bleeding blue, okay? We are going to build this all over again, step by step, brick by brick. And you and I, us, all of us, we are gonna write a story that is so dang epic that people are gonna be like, whoa, I had a chance to be a part of that. I had a chance when my friend gave me a call. And many of them, okay, because there's gonna be so many people added to the Jeunesse family this year. So many. They're gonna thank you for giving them the opportunity to step into their soul, to practice the art of fearing less and doing more. And we are gonna do it together as one team, one family, one what? One Jeunesse. God bless you guys. It's gonna be an awesome, awesome weekend.
Turn the music up, let's do it. Come on, people, let's get loud.
All right, all right. Y'all give it up for Betty one more time. I gotta tell y'all, that hat was hot. I'd take it off. I hope I don't have a brush or anything. I hope it looks all right. Do I look okay out there? All right, fantastic. It's hot. Whew. I'm gonna start taking some stuff off. Don't throw anything. All right. All right, who's ready to win something good? Who's ready to win something good? Y'all help me welcome our global sales manager. It's Torita Zarato. Torita Zarato.
Hey,
Stephanie. Hey, you know what? Do I have my mic on? Okay.
I said Zarina Tirado, and Betty's trying to teach me Spanish yesterday. It didn't work. So I said she's in Texas. She's gonna be Tirado. So she's Zarina Tirado today.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
good? It's
But
close.
you know what? When our diamonds came up here, you know, I'm so excited because they're diamonds. You know how hard they work to become diamond and stay diamonds? And some people were like, ah. So I really want everybody to get up and make a lot of noise for our amazing diamonds. Can we do that, please? Can we get everybody up? Come on, everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on. Make some noise. Yes. That's it. I love it.
Now, if I said we're giving away a free car, you gotta stand up. Everybody get up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We are not giving away a free car, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get excited. Sir, your ticket, you can't win anything.
Why is it always the people that I work with on teams that are late?
All right. Okay, we
Okay,
gotta
you
put
put
these
it
in.
here.
Okay.
Where's
So y'all know I'm not cheating. I'm putting these in the right way. All right. Thank you. Now, Zarina, you gotta spread it around. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Run, quick.
Last
Okay,
call,
one, two, last
You gotta
call.
come in right now.
Okay.
Okay.
We only got 4 hours, people. Okay. Here we go. All right. So now, spin that, Zarina. I feel like we're doing Wheel of Fortune.
But what are we giving away?
Okay. Here's what we're gonna give away. Are y'all ready? Sean, turn that down. I want everybody to hear me. We are giving away one night and one night only with Betty Perez.
Woo, no.
Huh?
Come on. Is it virtual?
Oh, sorry. Zarina, it's virtual. Sorry.
It's virtual.
You get a virtual Zoom with Betty. Y'all thought you go sleep with Betty for nothing? Come on. People. All right, so no, seriously, Betty. I'll be Betty. Zarina, tell them what they've won.
Okay, so the great thing is that you have a full hour with the President of North America to talk about your business, where you want to go next, you know, the next level, strategy. Pick up her brain. I mean, this woman, even though she's young, she has like what, almost 20 years experience in network marketing. She knows it. She's been a distributor. She's been in the corporate side. So, I mean, this is a great, great gift. But before we get one of these, we have a virtual one, right? We're going to be selecting because we have a lot of people watching us virtually. Come on, let's give it up for our virtual people.
Yeah, give it up for all of our virtual attendees. Now, actually, we're going to do the virtual one next. This one,
Okay, so this one is here.
Okay, this
Okay,
one, okay.
great.
yes, we'll do virtual
So let's
on the
pick it
All right,
up.
I spun the Wheel of Fortune, so
Okay.
take one out. We gotta put it right over here.
Yeah. Make sure you close this because at one expo, everything like fell off. So I have to go here.
Go right there.
And I have to look at it. The three numbers are 839. There we go. People here, check your
839.
tickets. 839.
The last three numbers are 839. You know, if you've seen Zarina and I do this before, we go fast. If you're not going to claim it, we're
You're
going to
here.
keep moving.
Wait, anybody have the number that's in here? No?
You need to say it in Chinese, Spanish, 839. I don't know. What is it Chinese?
You made a pretty big promise when you started.
Okay, they're not here.
Okay.
They're out.
All right, it's out
Let's
of there.
pick another one.
Let's do another one.
Okay. So the number is, you see, I mean, these are the
Oh, this
bloopers
is-
that
these
people
are the
don't
other one?
see.
Okay, hold on, let me
Okay.
close this.
No, they're here.
I know, but I clicked.
Okay, so the three numbers are 854.
8.
Who's 854? The last three.
4.
We have a winner!
All right.
We have a Ruby director.
Come on
up.
Let's
Come
get that ticket so
on.
we can hold them side by side.
Come on up.
We can get a
Straight from
picture.
Miami, Aida Blanco, a Ruby director.
Get in there. Get in the middle there.
There we go. You see?
Here you go. Here's Betty. Put Betty in your hand. Here. Forget that. Here. Put Betty in the hand. Okay.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Congratulations.
So now we're gonna see who won it online.
I believe so. We have a randomizer to pick that. We want to make sure we
Really?
got the shot we needed. Nothing
Show
online for
it.
this one. That is it for this lucky draw.
Okay,
we'll go
so just
virtual for our next
one
one.
virtual.
That's just part of the advantage you get for being in the room.
All right,
You guys get a lot of
congratulations,
that.
dear. All right, that's it for this one. All right,
Okay,
Serena.
bye.
Y'all give it up for Serena. Woo! One of the hardest working people in the deal. I'm gonna tell you, you could call, and I don't suggest this, but Serena's awake at 2 o'clock in the morning, so if you need somebody to talk to, just call her. She's up at 12, 12:30, doesn't matter what time it is, she's always working. So love Serena and her incredible work ethic. So thank you, Serena, for all you do. Now, who's ready to continue this party? All right, so I get the pleasure of introducing this young man who I met, it's been at least 7, 8 years ago. And I'd heard a lot about him from a good friend of mine, Kevin Jagir. And he told me about this guy. And it's like the Latin Flash entered my life. You know what I'm saying? He came in like, I think I come in with a pretty hot presence. This guy came in, and I call him the Latino Flash, as he comes in, and he just made my day with his heart, and he's got an incredible work ethic. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's a girl dad to 2 amazing, beautiful daughters. He's got a great wife, his better half, Dione, and we're happy to have him as a Diamond Director here at Jeunesse, and most importantly, a brother to me. He's got an amazing story to share with you tonight. So please put your hands together and help me welcome my little brother, all the way from Cuba via California, Mr. Adrian Rodriguez, the Latin Flash. Get on your feet. I love you, man. I'm proud of you.
Hello! Guys, I want to go straight to the point. But I want to ask you a favor first. Do you guys allow me to say the truth and nothing but the truth? Yes. I'm going to tell you how I changed my life before Jeunesse and after Jeunesse. And I think I don't need to clarify that my life after Jeunesse is by far so much better, right? There is 2 things that I want you to remember. I'm going to take my first few seconds to tell you the first 2 things that I want you to remember. Number 1, shut up. Number 2, stop. What I mean by that? You need to shut up. Stop saying those stupid, bad ideas that hit your mind. That's what I did. I noticed that I was verbalizing, predicting, and perpetuating my future when I opened my mouth saying every day how bad I was. Do you understand? I know it's kind of like hard, but I have to tell you the truth, right? That was something that I did that changed my life. And number 2, stop. Stop. When I say stop, I said take a break and think, analyze, what do you need to do in order to move forward? Because sometimes we go through life automatically. Do you know what I mean? So, let's use a car as an example. Do you realize that the car that is going backward, in reverse, in order to move forward, have to stop through the process of neutral and then go drive? Sometimes when in our life we're going backward, reverse, it happened to me. And it's hard to move from going in reverse in life to move forward. I know nobody wants to be told, hey, you need to be positive. Yes, nobody wants to be told that. I hate it when somebody told me. I need it. So I'm not going to be asking you to be positive. I'm going to be asking you to shut up. Don't say it. If whatever thought hit you is not positive, don't say it. It's going to leave. And number 2, stop and change the behavior. Change the behavior. The same way we switch from reverse to drive, going through neutral, we need to change the behavior, otherwise we're going to stay going back in life. That's what I did. That was my life before Jeunesse. But I have to tell you how I did it, because it was a little bit hard. Life, it could be hard, and I'm not gonna tell you that's gonna be an easy process, but I have to tell you what I did. Life, it could be hard if you are born in the wrong country. I didn't ask to be born in Cuba. I was just lucky. A country where you don't have the freedom of speech. A country where you cannot dream. Because when you're dreaming, you're the dumb guy on the block. When I was 13 years old, I told my friends and family, I'm going to leave to United States of America. You know what they said? Come on, man. Put your feet on the ground. Okay, your mom is gringa? Your dad is gringo? No? Your grandpa? Adrian, we are 90 miles away from US, from Miami, right? But there is no road. Wake up! And they said a few offense. Any of you relate? But I still dream. Didn't say that it was possible, but it was possible to dream. I dare myself to dream. Don't find the logic, because people, they were looking for logic. Oh, there is no road. I don't have a boat. My family, they are not Americans. So they're looking for logic. And success always going to be facing logic, and success always win. So what I did is a long story, but I made it to Miami. So I want you to understand that you will be surrounded with people that you love, that they will be trying to steal your dreams. Just because they don't get it. And please, don't try to share a big dream with a small mind. It doesn't fit. You cannot fit an elephant in a reserve box. Right? So don't try to share big dreams with small minds. They will be saying that you're crazy. And I'm probably true. It's true, you know? So when I made it to Miami, I got divorced. I'm telling you, lucky guy. I got divorced, and then I had to sleep in a car. Life could be hard. Life could be hard when you don't have $5 for a calling car to call your mom and tell her that you're okay, even if you're lying. Life, it could be hard if you don't have $5 for gas. I told you that whatever I'm gonna say here in this stage is true. Where is Nilda Pedraja? ¿Te puedes poner de pie, por favor? Nilda Pedraja, she lives in Miami. I know her for more than 20 years. I cried so many times in that shoulder. She knows the story. She knew me when I was homeless. But she knew that I was negative, that I was thinking that I didn't have any way out. And she helped me a lot, more than she thinks. I don't know how many people you know around you, you upline, you sponsor, that they want to help you. And you don't understand that they want to help you. Because it's pushing me, right? It happened to me. And it was hard because I didn't have the money to send to my mom just for food. I went through that. But then, I get sick and tired of being sick and tired of having nothing. And then I press the reset button and dream again. And then I realized that the only way to do it is dreaming. You have to dream first. Nothing in this world happens before we dream. Nothing. Who we are without dreaming. Who we are without goals. It's like a boat without engine on the ocean. It goes to wherever the winds flow. That's not the way we're supposed to be or supposed to go in life. And I have to be honest, when I went through that difficult times, I was thinking, why me? Why me? Why always the bad luck is looking for me? And then, I don't know if it happened to you, And you think that every single bad things happen to you because you don't know the story of your neighbor. That probably is going to be worse than you. Because sometimes we try to victimize. That's what I did, victimize me myself. Because I need to prove to the world how bad I was. Because I was looking for approval, pity, poor me. People say, oh, Adrian. But then I realized that I was not happy that way. And guess what? This is so funny. Once you are going through the hard time, those dark periods or time, moments in life, you think everything is bad for you. Until you get out of the situation. Then you look back, you say, that was nothing. And then I realized that after I went through that, I said, oh, now I understand what I needed, that lesson. Now I understand, thank you. Because the situation, the problem, the adversity, the struggle was preparing me for bigger and better things. And I didn't know it. I didn't know it. So whatever thing that you are going through right now, I want you to understand. If you're at home, if you're here, is momentaneously. It won't be forever. Okay? And it's getting you ready for the things that probably you have been praying for. But you need to be ready. If you understand that, you have 50% of the challenge already won. Because now, whatever challenge you see, you're going to have a better attitude to face it and fix it. My wife is here, and she knows that this is something that we teach to our twins' daughter. You're going to be facing issues, problems in lives. So what are you going to be doing? Crying? Hiding? No. Face it and fix it. That's the only way. And that's the best way to grow. That's what I did. And then, when I was in that time, sleeping in a car, I learned I was broke, alone. There is no other way to go than to the top. There is no other way. If I was in the bottom, what else? No family, no love, nobody cares. The friends that they said that they were your friend, they didn't show up. And then you become a different kind of person. Adrian, bro, how did you survive during those difficult times? You must have faith. Faith that drives you into action. Massive action, daily action. It's not only praying, meditating, nope. Faith with action and with patience. Action because you need to be pushing. You need to keep pushing. You need to continue. You need to keep moving away. You need to keep plugging away. That's what you need to do. But with patience, because no, or nothing that you want it, it's going to happen the way you want it, when you want it. There's a story, a guy was praying because he wants to be patient, you know? And he was praying, oh, God, give me patience, but give me patience now. You need to be patient because it's going to be a process. Do you realize that I said patient, but I said action? I didn't say sit down and wait. Because at that time, if I sat down, probably I would be in the same place today. So I keep moving. And this is part of my story. It was one of the hardest moments, but it was one of the most and better teachable moments in my life. So whatever bad things happen to you, take it like a learnable moment. You're learning. And I have to tell you something about the process of growing, the process of getting better. And I'm going to tell you a story that probably you hear before. In the Far East, there is something that they call the Chinese bamboo tree. Maybe many of you know this story. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to be watering the ground for 5 years, and only after 5 years, the bamboo tree break the ground. It's just a little thing. After 5 years. What is funny about this is that once it breaks through the ground, in 5 weeks, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. The question is, the Chinese bamboo tree grows 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or in 5 years? The answer is obvious, in 5 years. Why? Because anytime that the person stops watering, nourishing, and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died on the ground. 100% sure. And I can see people coming to you when you are watering your Genius business, taking care of your business, and you don't have a result yet. And I can see people talking to you and say, hey, what are you doing, man? Are you still in that thing called Genius? And the conversation in the neighborhood is, he's growing a bamboo tree things. He's growing that thing called Genius. He's brainwashed. And in every single family dinner, the whole family that didn't support you, they want to know, how is it going in your little business? It happened to you? So you need to get ready for that too. And then, they will be laughing. They will be laughing, but when you start showing result, guess what? They stop laughing. They say, oh, look at you. Oh my gosh, look at you have a business? Oh, you're traveling? Oh, first class? Oh my gosh, what is it? I knew it. They say that they know. I always believe in you. And you're like, that's what I mean with keep moving, keep plugging away. It's a business, it's not a lottery. And guess what? When things like that happen, all of them want to be your friend. Now they want to invite you for dinner. Why they didn't invite me for dinner when I was sleeping in the car, when I was broke, without money, starving? Oh, because my bamboo tree grew? Now you appreciate it. Too late, buddy. Too late. And I have to tell you something. Betty Perez says something that resonated in my mind and in my heart. Bleeding blue. You guys become my family. Many of you that we know we're not even in the same team become my family. The appreciation, the love, the care that I've been receiving in these companies, I cannot describe with words. They really care. They want you to be a diamond. They want you to be better. They care about you and your family. And this is the kind of family that we pick. Not the lucky one, because I told you I was lucky. And still today they say that I was lucky. Adrian, you're a diamond, man. You're lucky. I said, lucky or loco? Because it's kind of like close. And I want to tell you this. you need to understand the process. You need to understand that you need to be another kind of animal, in the good sense. Another kind of human being. You need to grow, not outside, from inside out. Because when you grow, you don't even have to be thinking the words that they came out from your mouth, and they say, I love whatever you said. And then I say, what is it? Because you're not talking with your mouth or your tongue. You're talking with your heart. When you and me understand the process, then we become magnet to help people. Magnet. Everybody wants to be with you. Everybody wants to learn from you. And I say, me? Teach it? Learn it? I'm always show up in every single event asking myself what they have for me, because I'm always open to learn. And I hope this weekend you can with the same attitude, because always there is room for improvement. Always. We always can be better. But I have to tell you something. You need to grow through and go through. I'm going to say it again. Grow through and go through a process that you probably need it, that you don't know it. That's my belief. That's what happened with me. I'm going to finish with this because I want you to understand this. When you are brave enough to challenge yourself, when you're brave enough to dream and act and go after your dream without listening, those without vision, you become a different kind of person. And I have to tell you, I want you to dream. But more important than dream is the kind of person that you become in the process. By far so much better. By far so much better. You become a different kind of person. The courage that you develop, the character that you're building, the faith that you're manifesting, all of this become you. And guess what? There is a saying, people say, somebody said that the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Doesn't matter how hard it is. It turned hard, do it hard. It doesn't have to be hard, but whatever it is, face it and fix it. And I have to tell you one more thing, only one more thing. If you do all this and you understand that you are ready to grow, you're ready to go, you will be another kind of person. Oh my gosh, you wake up in the morning, you will see, you see yourself in the mirror, and you see another kind of person. You will see something different because you know it. You cannot deny it. It's not ego, it's appreciation. And I want you to understand one thing. When you grow that way, there is so many people that will be disappearing from your life. Those people that you don't need. Sorry. You didn't change. They changed. The only thing you need to do is grow. Face it and fix it. We're here to be better. We always can be better. Always can be better. And I want you to understand that when you become that person, there is many people here that we're going to be talking about your story. There is a lot of people here that we're going to be talking about you. And probably many of them will say, like, I know her, I know him when he was poor. That's pretty cool when somebody refers to you like that. I know her when she was poor. Yes. But that was a past. Never allow the past to become your reality. The past is behind. Now what we're going to do, let's dream, let's act, and let's rock. let's together take Ginés to the next level. Thank you. Bye.
Don't give it up for Adrian Rodriguez.
Thank you.
I told this guy years ago, I said, it doesn't matter your English. Hell, I speak bad English. You know, it doesn't matter whether you can speak English, whether it's good English, bad English. When you speak from your heart, people feel you, right? And this guy speaks from his heart. So, thank you. I love you, man.
Thank you.
All right, give it up for Adrian Rodriguez. All right, now, before we started this little adventure, I asked you guys if you trusted me. Is that still good? You still trust me? Okay, if I told you tonight that we could cut your journey to diamond in half, would you follow me? How about if I could change that for a matter of months? Would you follow me? That's what I like to hear. SP, that's what I'm talking about. Rockin', hang on one more time. Hold on, one more time. Okay, there we go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a breakthrough. And we're getting ready to break out. And I don't mean dancing. We're getting ready to break out. So what we're about to do is a little fun experiment. Is everybody ready? I'm kind of nervous about this. Are y'all ready? Okay. As long as you're ready, I want you all, okay, this is the part where I'm asking you to get selfish right now. Okay? Diamonds, you with me? Front row here, with me? Okay. So I want you guys to leave your stuff here. Now, if you have any drugs or guns, take them with you. Okay? Well, because otherwise, if we got dogs going to be running through here, and we don't want you. We want you to go home safely tonight and free. So I want you to leave your stuff here, and I want everybody in the room slowly. Don't run. I want you to follow me. Okay? We're going to take a little trip just across the hallway. Pick up your stuff. Come on, let's go, Diamonds. Let's go. Everybody follow me. Follow me. Okay, follow me. Come on. Come on, follow me. Come on, follow me. Let's go. All right, everybody, follow me. Follow me. This is the speed of the leader, speed of the group. Let's go. Everybody follow me. Come on, let's go. All right.
We will have security in here, so if you leave any purses or bags, we will have security in here. Take your phones, but you can leave all your stuff and head over.
All right, everybody in. Come on, everybody take a seat. Come on, everybody. Come on, this is the part where we're all going to take our clothes off. All right, everybody.
Hit that banking weekend, ease on in. Soak us up a little moonlight. You know I know what you like. Yeah.
Everybody in.
All them other boys wanna line you up.
Everybody.
Downtown, but you look like the kind that likes to take it way out where the cornrows grow.
Come on, everybody, take a seat.
Down the Flint River.
Come on, everybody.
A little catfish dinner. Gonna sound
Come
like
on.
a winner when I lay you down and love you.
Come on, everybody.
That's my kind of night. Yeah, that's my kind of night.
Come on, everybody, welcome.
Your kind is this kind of night.
Come on in.
Dance in the dark.
Come on in.
And your lips land on mine.
Come on in, everybody.
Time to get our buzz on. All them other boys wanna watch.
All right, welcome to my party. Okay, y'all ready to get crazy? Clothes off. I'm just kidding. Hold on. We're gonna wake everybody over here. Come on, y'all, hurry up. Come on. Samson Lee, come on. Come on in, AK. Come on in, guys. We've got a really, really cool workshop. Then we've got Mr. Coach Alex Arnold later tonight. Come on in, take a seat, everybody. All right. All right, I wasn't kidding. I'm gonna start taking clothes off. It's hot in here. All right, I'm going to start taking clothes off. Okay. Shh. Man, I gotta tell you, how cool is Janess Global? I mean, y'all give it up to Katie Jones back there and the corporate staff that puts this thing together. I mean, y'all are some badass people, man. So thank you guys for doing this for us. So I need everybody to trust me tonight, okay? I need you to let your guard down, and I need you to buy into what we're doing. And this is a workshop we're gonna do tonight, and it's gonna be delivered by a team of experts that's been doing this kind of thing for 20 plus years. They do this in close to 100 countries. They're on the Inc. 5000 list of the fastest growing privately held companies in America. And they've done this for companies like, just small companies like Apple, a little small company called Facebook, a little small company called Nike. I'll be sporting some Nike kicks tomorrow. Nike, Microsoft, you might have heard of. Some of these companies that they've done this for. So Janess took the time to invest in you tonight. So I want you to really, really give this experience everything you have. So they've been delivering thousands of team building events around the world, and Jeunesse is about to experience tonight. So let me introduce the guest, the dude in charge is what we're going to call him tonight, the dude in charge. Now this guy has been professional speaker and in personal development for 25 plus years. He has delivered life-changing programs to tens of thousands of people from the Dominican Republic to Singapore to Hong Kong and now to Dallas, Texas. All right, he's been nominated for and won several Best Speaker Awards, and he's been featured in the National Public Speakers Association, USA Today, just to name a few, and his passion and enthusiasm, he's gonna be unstoppable this evening. So you're gonna discover your full potential, break through whatever's holding you back, and you'll get much more closer to your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome, get on your feet and help me welcome Mr. Troy Stendy!
Hello, Jeunesse! Woo! Hello! Are you ready for this program? Yeah! Have a seat, have a seat. Do you know what we're doing? No, that's good. It's all a surprise. A big surprise. Where'd you go? There you are. It's all a big surprise. We're going to tell you what we're going to do later. You don't need to know yet. Just know that the program that we're going to do tonight, I've been doing for many, many years, over a couple decades, and it's my favorite program. The reason I love this program is because the results can be amazing. So my hope is for you tonight, that you will have amazing results. Are you looking forward to some amazing results? All right, good. Are you fearless or are you fearless? Okay, all right, it's all the same, right? But it's very different. So what I've found over the years of doing this is if we take some time before we start the program to move around, to make some connections, to have some fun. If we do that, everything seems to go better during the program. So is that all right if we do that? All right, so here's what we're gonna do first of all. Oh, just know, everything I do with you is on purpose and for a reason. So if we're doing something and you're like, why are we doing this? Just know it's on purpose and for a reason. Even if I make a mistake, it's still on purpose. It's for a reason. So do this with me. Take your right palm and put it up. Palm open, palm flat. Take your left index finger. Place it on the palm of the person next to you. So you might need to do a big reach. Reach all the way over as best you can. So reach to your side. Here we go. It's like this. I guess if you can't reach, you can do this with your partner. We could do that too. But try to reach over. So here's what's going to happen.
Stretch, people,
Stretch. On 3, you're going to do 2 things at once. Don't hurt yourself. One thing you're going to do is you're going to grab the finger that's in your palm. The other thing you're going to do is you're going to take your finger out of their palm before they grab it. So it'll be like a 1, 2, 3 like that, okay? But not yet. All right, set it up. Yep, just like that. On 3. 1, 2, 3. You're pretty good. All right. I see some of you got the hand. Some of you didn't. All right. Let's do it a few more times because some of you are like, what just happened? I don't know what happened. So let's do it again. Here you go. Left palm flat, right next finger. On 3. 1, 2, 3. You're fast. There you go. Nice. Don't hurt yourself again. Now, we're going to switch it up. Now we're going to take your left palm flat, your right index finger. We're going to see how ambidextrous you are. That's a good word for the day. So left palm flat, right index finger. On 3. But know that this time I'm going to trick you. So don't go until I say 3. And if you go too early, just keep setting it back up. 1, 2, 2.5. Set it up, set it up. 3. Oh, gotcha. All right, last time. Here we go, last time. All right, left palm flat, right index finger. This is the Olympics. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh. All right. Turn to people around you. Give them a high five. Say, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. All right. we're going to move around a little bit here. So what's going to happen is, everybody, if you would, please stand where you are. And when I say go, we're going to take some time to meet some people. When I say go, and the music comes on, you are going to find as many people as you possibly can and say hi and meet them, give them a high five or an air high five or a thumbs up or whatever you're comfortable with. And you're going to meet as many people as you can who have a similar colored top as you. Similar colored top. Ready? Go. All right, pause where you are. Pause where you are. Did you meet at least 3 people? All right, good. Are they pretty amazing people? Absolutely. Okay, turn and face this way. You can stay where you are. When I say go and the music comes on, you're going to meet as many people as you possibly can who are the same rank as you. The same rank as you. Ready? Go. The same rank, sapphire, diamond. Meet as many people as you can. All right, pause where you are. Turn and face this way if you would. Turn and face this way. This is going to be a little different. I'm going to say, and you can stay where you are. I'm going to say a number. I'm going to say a category. I might say the number is 5. I might say the category is people who were born in the same month as you. And then I would say go, and you would try to find, and if you were born in February, you might be like, February, right? And you go around and you try to find 4 other people to make a group of 5 of people born in the same month as you. When you get that number of exactly 5, which is not 6, which is not 4, it's only 5, when you get that number, you're going to find out as much as you can about those people before the music stops, okay? So the number is 5. The category is people who have the same number of brothers and sisters as you, same number of siblings. Go. Get some high fives from everybody in your group. High fives from everybody in your group. Take your body, turn and face this way. You can stay where you are. You can turn and face this way. The number is, we're going to do another round. Boy, you are really excited about finding 5. All right. The number is, the number is 4.
Everybody,
The number is 4.
Look at Troy.
So
Everybody,
pause where you are and face this way. Pause where you are and face this way. All right. I just want you to be able to hear this. The number is 4. The category is people who have the same number of children as you. Go. All right. Pause where you are. Pause where you are. They're very excited. One,
Okay, everybody
one.
stop. Stop.
All right. Who has 1 child? Who has 2 children? Who has 3 children? Who has 4 children? Who has 0 children?
Yeah.
Who has more than 5? Okay. They're crazy. Okay. Turn and face this way. This is a little different. Here's how this is going to work. Have you ever played rock, paper, scissors? Rochambeau? If you haven't, we'll learn. Here's how this is going to work. The object of the activity is to go from a 1 to a 5. From a 1 to a 5. What'll happen is when we start, everybody will put a 1 in the air, and you'll walk around and find somebody who has the same number as you. So I have a 1, she has a 1, we're going to partner up and have a throw. So here's how it works. We're going to go rock, paper, scissors, show. Okay? But let me first describe it. Rock beats. Okay, there we go. Rock beats scissors because it crushes scissors. Scissors beats paper because it cuts paper. Paper beats rock because it covers rock. So we got rock, paper, scissors. In this version, there is no nuclear bomb, no dynamite, no Spock, no cockroach. It's just rock, paper, scissors. Okay. I have a 1, she has a 1, we have the same number, we're going to have a throw. So it's going to go rock, paper, scissors, show. 1, 2, 3, go. Not 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Very important. You ready?
I'm ready. We keep doing the same thing. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Go.
Rock, paper, scissors, show. All right. Her scissors beats my paper, she wins.
I'm a winner.
She's a
I
winner.
knew I was a winner.
So she won, so she goes from a 1 to a 2. I didn't win, so I stay at a 1. Let's say we've been playing and we keep playing, and let's say she's playing and she's winning. I'm playing, I win. I go from a 1 to a 2, from a 2 to a 3. I'm at a 3. I'm looking around for somebody who else has a 3. She's got a 3. I've got a 3. We're going to partner up and have a throw. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, I'm a winner. Okay.
God, I'm a loser.
You're never a loser. I won, so I go from a 3 to a 4. She didn't win, so she goes from a 3 to a 2. She goes down 1 from wherever you were.
I'm going to the bar.
Yeah. So she goes down 1. You don't keep going below 1. You're not like, I'm -16. You go to a 1 is the lowest. You keep playing until you get to a 5. Once you get to a 5, you can come out to this area here in the front part of the room, hang out with all the other 5s and give them high fives and just be cool with all the 5s, okay? Everybody put a 1 in the air. Find somebody who has a 1 and have a throw. Go.
If you fun cutie, then it starts with your head and the seconds in beauty. Carry on, little legs, gotta carry your beauty. You wink, speaking fast to my new thing. 2 wings, gotta fly, what did you think? You wink, we link up, a 3 drink, 4 shots of liquor, a 5 o'clock with 6 deep. Indeed, leave this to friendly. Bad decisions, girl, don't even tempt me. Of the visions that we would be lost empty and give each other everything to simply live as empty.
I was fly, I was dapper. I approached, said hi, I'm a rapper. I can see it, best believe it, but when I saw that butt, I saw the light, that's a clapper. These lanes is bugging, I need a zapper. And a step like a capper. You look like a sorority girl, but I bet you go wild when you come to my world. You the type of girl I've been trying to catch. Body so sick, I do a diamond tap. Rubbing on your chest like vapor rub. I hear the teeth falling and you can't get up. Me and the choir came in to take the club. We got the medicine for Mondays, take the club. You know what I got is high, you a believer. Shawty, I'm blazing, give me all the fever.
All right, pause where you are. Pause where you are.
Everybody stop!
Hold up the number of fingers you are at right now. Hold up the number of fingers. If you are a 5, let me hear you now. Woo! If you are a 4.
Yeah!
If you are a 3.
Yeah!
If you are a 2.
Yeah!
If you're a 1.
Yeah!
All right. Raise your hand if you never got past a 3. Raise your hand if you never got past a 3.
Let's all be honest with one
There
another.
you
I told
go.
y'all to trust me.
Okay, put your hands down. Raise your hand if you never got past a 2. You never got past a 2. Okay. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you never got past a 1. You never won 1 round. Anybody? Right here? And one over there? They are the big winners. Give them a round of applause. They're the big winners because what they did is really hard. I don't know how they did that. That's impressive. All right. So in a moment, you're going to go back to your seats with your partner. On your way back, get as many high fives and glad to see us as you can. Go. All right. For what we're going to do next, it's really important that you do have a partner. So if you are sitting by yourself and you see somebody else sitting by themselves, partner with them. Partner with them. Stand up. Go sit next to them, because it's important that you have a partner with this. It makes the experience that much better. So we're about to get into what we're going to do today. I'm very excited. When I tell you what we're going to do, all I ask are three things. One, that you continue to listen with an open mind, that you trust the process, and that maybe you take a step further than you thought you could. So let me ask you a couple questions first. Raise your hand if you feel that where your life is right now, that there's still room for improvement. Raise your hand if you feel there's still room for improvement. Okay, good. No one was like, it's perfect, couldn't be better. Right? Okay, so there's still room for improvement. Raise your hand if you feel that sometimes, in order for growth and change to happen, sometimes risk is involved. Sometimes risk is involved. Okay, good. Put your hands down. Raise your hand if you are willing to take a look at today, tonight, taking a risk. Okay, good. I like it. Hands are like, yes. Yeah, I don't even know what we're doing, but yes. Some of you are like, what? I'm not, what are we doing? I'm going to tell you. I'll ask, listen with an open mind, trust the process, take a step further than you thought you could. Every single one of you in this room is going to have the opportunity to, can we have a drum roll, please? Drum roll, please. Keep it going, keep it going. Here we go. Everybody's going to be able to break a piece of wood. Woo! All right. So, how many of you are super excited? Bring it on. Let's do it right now. Yes. How many of you are freaking out? All right. It's all good. Whether you're very excited, whether you're very nervous, or somewhere in between, it's all good. No one's going to make you do this. This is all challenge by choice. All I ask is that you trust the process, listen with an open mind, and maybe take a step further than you thought you could. So breaking a piece of wood is easy. It's really easy. And because it's so easy, and because you're here, means that you're kind of a big deal. Do you agree? Are you kind of a big deal? You're kind of a big deal. So because you're kind of a big deal, I'm going to step this up and make it more of a challenge. I'm going to give you an advanced version to this, because I think you're ready for it. Are you ready for advanced version? Okay, good, good. All right. So this isn't going to be about breaking a piece of wood, although you'll break a piece of wood. This is going to represent a metaphor for breaking through a barrier in your life that's holding you back from taking your life to the next level. So what that'll look like is that at some point you're going to come up with a barrier that's holding you back. And a barrier for today is a way of thinking, of feeling, of believing that you are doing that's not serving you. And we'll go through all kinds of examples, and you'll be able to come up with the right barrier for you. And then at some point, we're going to invite you to write it in big, bold words right on the barrier, or the board. And on the other side, we're going to write the outcomes that'll be in your life when that barrier is gone and done and no longer a part of your life. All right? So, to get into that, a few things need to happen. One is you need to get a piece of wood. Another is you need to get a crayon. When you get the wood and the crayon, do not start writing on it, okay? Hold them separate. This could be the hardest part of the day. Do not draw on the piece of wood, okay? You're also going to get a number for your partnership. And just so you know, just a foreshadow, your number is going to represent the station that you're at, and I'll explain more later, but when we go to break through the board, we're going to have station 1 here, station 2, station 3, station 4, station 5, 6, 7, okay? We'll lay it out more later, but just know that that's how it's going to work. So each partnership is going to need to get one number for your partnership, and that'll represent where you go for that station, okay? I say get it, or I say get it, you say got it. Get it? Got it. Good, okay. The other thing that's going to happen while we're handing this out is you are going to take a moment to connect more with your partner. Now, how many of you don't really know your partner yet? Raise your hand if you don't really know your partner. Okay. How many of you are married to your partner? Okay, all right. So if you're married, you probably know a lot about them already. So here's what we're gonna do. With this partner, while we're handing out the piece of wood and the crayon and the number, you are gonna find out as many things as you can with this partner that you have in common. And go beyond, you're here, I'm here, no way. Go beyond that and try to find out as random of things as you can with this partner, okay? While you're doing that, we're gonna hand out a piece of wood and a crayon and a number. Takes about 5 minutes, okay? Any questions about this? All right. So if you want, you can take your chair and turn and face them so you're sitting knee to knee. You can do that if it's easier to talk to them. And connect with your partner. Begin.
So this is what you meant when you said that you would spend. And now it's time to build from the bottom of the pit right to the top. Don't hold
All right. Raise your hand if you need a board. Raise a hand if you need a board. Can we get one board over there? Two? Okay. Is that it? All right. Raise your hand if you need a crayon. Raise your hand if you need a crayon. We got one back there at least. Okay. Raise your hand if you need a number for your partnership. Okay. We need some numbers over here, over there. Keep your hand up. Raise your hand if you need a drink. Hey! That's not happening right now. I'm sure tonight will be a few. Oh no! Faux pas! Hold on, hold on. You must have the trick board that can break easy. All right. If you would, take your chairs, take your body, turn and face this way. If you still need something, raise your hand and they'll try to figure out what you need, okay? All right. You'll notice this piece of wood. On one of the sides, there is an X. Find that X. Make sure it is in your upper right-hand corner. Help your partner figure out which is right. Right, you can do that. Upper right hand. So the reason it's in the upper right-hand corner is what you'll notice now is that the grain should be going up and down. Really important the grain is going up and down. You can break a piece of wood with the grain. If you turn it sideways, you can drive a car over it. So it's really important the grain is up and down. Get it? You say got it, right? Get it? Good. Okay. This is going to be in two pieces pretty soon. So if you would take your crayon and in the lower left and lower right-hand corners, put your initials, nice and small. You can put the date if you want. You can write Jeunesse if you want, whatever. But make sure we can identify your left and right side. All right. Raise your hand if your crayon is way too light of a color. You need a darker crayon. Okay, if you can get darker crayons out there. All right. So we're going to talk for a little bit. I'm going to do some talking for a little bit. And while I'm doing this talking, if the idea of doodling all over your board and writing on your board is irresistible, then just put it down, okay? Put your crayon down. But either way, you can hold it or whatever. So we're going to talk about barriers and outcomes. So if you would take a deep breath and let it out. We're going to shift gears, and we're going to take a look inside. We're going to take some time to be honest with ourselves. I'm going to give examples, list examples of different barriers. And as I do this, I just invite you to listen and see what resonates with you. Maybe I'll say a barrier that's exactly something that's going on for you. Maybe I'll say a barrier that gives you an idea of the barrier that's going on for you. But hear me out, and in the end, we'll all write together, okay? We'll write our barrier at the same time. So don't write until it's over. So a barrier for today is a way of thinking, of feeling, of believing that you are doing that's not serving you. And it is something you have control over, something you can make a mental shift in an instant to make it different. But you have control over it. Sometimes these barriers are focused around fears, around habits, around beliefs. So I'll give you some examples. So let's say your barrier is procrastination. Maybe this is what you do all the time. And you've been doing it so long and you know it's not serving you, but you keep doing it anyway. And maybe today's the day to stop procrastinating and start doing. So for some of you, it might be procrastination. And maybe you use procrastination in a way where you start a project late, and then if it doesn't turn out as well as you hoped it could, then you have the excuse that you started it late. Maybe that's how you use procrastination. But for some of you, your barrier might be procrastination. For some of you, your barrier might be a little deeper. It might be around fears. Maybe your barrier might be fear of failure. Maybe you're so afraid of failing at things that you don't take that risk. You don't take on that project. You don't talk to those people. You don't follow up with your downline because you're afraid of failing. And maybe this is something that's been going on a long time or something that's newer for you in this industry. But regardless, if this is your barrier and you were able to break through that today, imagine how effortless your life might become if you were able to navigate the world without having this fear of failing. How liberating that would be to live like that. So for some of you, your barrier might be fear of failure. For some of you, it might be fear of rejection. Maybe you're so afraid of being rejected by people that you don't approach that group. You don't have that conversation that you've been avoiding. You don't confront that conflict. You don't join that club or that project or that Facebook group, or whatever it is, because you're afraid you'll be rejected. Maybe this is something going on a long time. Maybe it's something new. But if this is your barrier, what would that be like to address a group without worrying about being rejected? Because the fear is gone. So for some of you, your barrier might be fear of rejection. For some of you, it might be fear of success. And I know it might be counterintuitive, but maybe you have this fear of succeeding on some level. And when I'm talking about these barriers don't always make logical sense. They don't always make logical sense. But maybe you hold yourself back in some way because you're afraid of what true success means. Maybe you hold yourself back because you feel if you become successful, then you have to hold the bar up that high. And so you sabotage yourself so you don't have to get that high. But we all, if that's our barrier, we can all approach that in so many different ways. But maybe your barrier is fear of success. Maybe your barrier is fear of change.
Like Ryan Seacrest stuff. Okay, that kind of stuff.
We've had a lot of change over the past 2 years. Yes? Yes. For some of you, you're embracing it. For some of you, it's holding you back. So maybe today's the day that you let go of that fear of the change and you embrace it and you go with it. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Maybe that's a rut for you. So fear of change. Similarly, maybe it's fear of the unknown. Maybe you're afraid of what's coming down the road, that you don't know what's coming down the road, and so you're frozen in action. You're not taking action because you're afraid of what could be possible. What a barrier is not for today, what a barrier is not is something you don't have control over. So for some of you, you might be thinking, if I just had the money, then my life would be at another level. But we can't just write money as our barrier and break through it and have a whole bunch of money, right? Otherwise, I'd do it every day. But money could be a barrier in a way that you see it as scarce and you don't deserve it. And it would serve you to feel abundance and that money is flowing your way. So maybe it could be a barrier. What a barrier is not, is it's not this other person. Right? Some of you, I think you had a mental picture of this person and you were going to draw a picture of them and smash it, right? Can you control someone else, yes or no? No, you know that, right? You can't control somebody else, but what can you control is yourself. So the reality is some of us might have these people in our life that feel like they are a barrier. Since you can't control them, you can control yourself. So maybe you want to tackle this situation and say, what is it about myself that I can change to make that situation different? Now, I know I did this with a woman that had a supervisor that was very difficult. And they didn't get along at all. And she wanted to write his face on here and hit it really hard, but she knew that's not going to do anything. So she took a look at the relationship, trying to figure out what's wrong with this situation. After taking this view from up above, she realized that his political and religious views were very different from hers. And that was getting in the way. So what she decided to do is, what she could change about herself is to be more open-minded. So she wrote her barrier, which is what you don't want. Keep in mind, the barrier is what you want less of, right? And so she wrote closed-mindedness, closed-minded, as her barrier. She broke through that. And from that day forward, she showed up with that supervisor with an open mind. And she started to hear him in a different way. And I don't mean that she started to agree with his religious and political views. I just mean she started to be able to hear him. And she let go of attachment of what he was saying and just was listening with an open mind. And it completely shifted dynamics of that relationship. And they became really great coworkers. They became, she could actually take feedback. She could collaborate. She could create synergy with him. And the tension left the workplace for her. So the next part of that barrier for her is she started applying this open-mindedness with her friends and her family, and it shifted the relationships and made them deeper and more meaningful because she was more open-minded with them. So this is very global. So with this barrier, it could be related to you in your work life, or it could be related to you in your family life or your social life or wherever you want. But whatever you choose, we're all one person, right? You are one person, so wherever your barrier is, it's going to affect the other areas of your life. Get it? Get it? Good, good. Okay. Some of you, as I'm listing these barriers, you're thinking, yeah, I got that barrier. Oh, that's a good one too. And oh, I got that one. And you might be thinking of all these barriers. For this activity, I'm going to invite you to choose one. Just choose one barrier. But I'm going to invite you to choose the big one. Let's take advantage of this opportunity. This is a very rare opportunity right now that you have. So let's take full 100% advantage of this. So choose the big barrier. Choose the barrier that you're not sure how you're going to get through, but you know that if you do get through, it's going to change your life. Because the reality is, you can leave today and say, that was great, I broke a piece of wood. Or you can leave today and say, that was great, I broke a piece of wood, and it changed my life. And to the extent that this changes your life is all up to you. We create the space, you decide how honest and real you want to get with yourself. So I invite you to go to the deep one. So when you come up with the barrier you think you have, ask yourself, well, what's behind that barrier? And maybe you come up with something. And then ask yourself, well, what's behind that barrier? And keep asking that question till you get to the barrier that says there's nothing behind that. That's core. That's the barrier. The one that makes you nervous. For me, my first barrier when I did this, first piece of wood I ever broke was in 1990. And I'm 32 years old. Did anybody do the math? Okay, okay, it's a little slow on that. Okay, so the first board I broke, I was an infant. And when I broke through it, my first barrier was perfectionism. Or another way to say it is the need to be the best. So I put that on there and I broke through it. And from that moment on, I stopped worrying if I was going to be the best at something, and I said yes to more things. Because I said yes to more things that I wasn't 100% confident on, of course I failed more often. But we all know failure leads to success. And so I started to learn more. My learning curve went up. And life got a lot more exciting. And opportunities came my way that I didn't even know existed because I said yes more to things that made me nervous, but I knew were great opportunities. As time has gone on and I've continued to facilitate this, what I've realized is that barrier actually went deeper for me. And I realized that my barrier was that I didn't feel worthy, that I wasn't good enough. And it didn't make sense, it's not logical, but I noticed as I would make decisions and take actions that sometimes I would do things that show up as if I'm not worthy. For me, that barrier came as a result of how I was raised. Unintentional, but I feel like I took this on as a child and I've played it out as an adult. For me, it's a core negative belief I have about myself, that I'm not good enough and I'm not worthy. How it plays out for me is procrastination and self-sabotage. So I've been a professional speaker and trainer for 23 years now. And let's say I'm at an event and someone comes up to me and they say, I love your program, here's my card, I want you to come speak to my group. And I take the card back, and what should I do as a good entrepreneur? I should do what? Call them up, right? But what do I do as the self-sabotaging procrastinator who doesn't feel like he's worthy? I sit on it for a month or 2 or 3. You can see how that's not going to serve me. And you can see me saying, I did it again. Why do I do this? If you're trying to think of a barrier for yourself, think of when you say that in your life. Why did I do this again? What's behind that? So for me, it was not being good enough. Maybe for you, there's other core beliefs that you have, that you're not smart enough, that you feel stupid, that you, maybe you have this imposter syndrome, that you feel like people are going to discover how you're not worthy. But you really are, but you have this feeling that they're going to think that about you. An imposter syndrome. Another type of barrier is resentment. Maybe you've got resentment for someone that you've been holding on. And you all know logically that resentment doesn't hurt them, it just hurts you. So maybe today is the day where you let go of that resentment. Maybe this resentment is for an ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, partner in business, whatever it might be. Maybe you're holding on to this resentment and today's the day where you're going to let that go. Maybe today's the day where you're going to actually forgive that person and take that big step. As you think about your barrier, if you're still struggling to think of a barrier, think about the outcomes you want in your life and ask yourself, how are you holding yourself back from that? Okay? In a moment, we're going to write our barrier on the board. Again, it's just one, and it's what you want less of. So in a moment, we're going to write our barrier on the board. I'm going to invite you to write it in big, bold words right there on the board. For some of you, breaking a board is easy, but putting that out there is scary. For some of you, this is the scariest part of the day. I'm just going to invite you to put it out there because it can matter. It can make a big difference for you. So I invite you to take that risk and put it out there. Now, for some of you, it might be a little too close to the heart. So if that's the case, you can do it in a different way. You can draw it as a picture, as a symbol, as a dot in the middle. You could do it in a different language if that makes more sense for you. Doesn't matter what's on there. What matters is something is there and that it means something to you. That's the important part, okay? So please pick up your board, pick up your crayon. We'll take about 30 seconds. As we're writing, if you finish before others, hold the space while everybody else finishes. If you have questions, raise your hand. I'll come by. We can talk one-on-one. Just know that as you write this, creative spelling is okay. Creative spelling is okay. All right? So if you could hold the space and go ahead and write your barrier down. We'll take about 30 seconds. Begin. right. If you need to keep writing, please keep doing that. If you would, take your board and turn it over to the other side, to the back side. On this side is where we're going to write the outcomes that will be in your life when that barrier is gone and done and no longer a part of your life. This is all the good and the great and the amazing things that can happen when that barrier is gone. So go ahead and just start writing. This is where you can write your novel. This is where you can write your bullet points and fill up the whole side. Okay? So go ahead and start writing. Maybe it's, maybe just a little down. You can play the music just quieter. Maybe it's fear of success. I'm sorry, maybe it's happiness. Maybe it's peace, joy, productivity, deeper, more meaningful relationships. Maybe it's a better attitude. Maybe it's better results. Maybe it's a ever-growing downline. Don't worry about how you're going to get these outcomes. Just own it. Just claim it. Make it yours. Take a few more moments. All right. If you need to keep writing, please do that. But if you would right now, take your chair, turn and face your partner. So you're sitting knee to knee. If you don't have a partner, this is where it's really helpful to find a partner. Just go sit next to somebody and start talking to them. Okay? So let me tell you what you're going to do. First of all, with this partner, give them a high five and say, "Thank you for being my partner." All right. So with this partner, going to invite you to share about your barrier and your outcomes, okay? So I know that some of you are like, "I don't even know you." This is kind of scary to talk about this stuff. That's okay. Here's what if you're not ready to start talking about this barrier with somebody, just talk about the weather or something, okay? So with it, but I'm inviting you to trust them, because here's the thing. I believe there are no accidents. I think things are on purpose and for a reason. And I believe you are with this partner right now for a reason. Your whole life has led up to this moment in this room with that person. So give this partner another high five and say, "You are the best partner ever." Yes. Okay. Share with them your barrier, how it's not serving you, how it's holding you back. Share about the pain of this barrier. Share with an open heart. Listen with an open heart. Also make sure that you take time to share about your outcomes during this 5 minutes. We'll take about 5 minutes. Make sure both of you get a chance to share about your barrier and your outcomes. All right? Get nice and close. Make sure you both get a chance to share. Begin. 1 minute. 1 minute. Make sure you switch if you haven't switched. All right. Find a place to pause. Wrap up that last thought. Come to a place of quiet. Really want to keep talking. So thank you for sharing with your partner. And in a moment, I'm going to have you thank your partner. But before we do that, if you would take your chairs, turn and face this way again. Thank you. So what you did was really great by sharing with your partner and by trusting them with your barrier. And what you did great was being a great partner that they could trust. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to thank your partner. And when I have people thank their partner, people thank their partner in a lot of different ways. Sometimes they're just like, thank you very much with a handshake. Sometimes it's a high five, thank you. Sometimes it's knuckles and french fries. Sometimes people do an elbow bump. Some people thank their partner by doing like a chest bump. They're like, thanks, partner, you know. Some partners, when they thank their partner, sometimes they do hugs. And there's a lot of different types of hugs. Like there's the bro hug, where it's like boom, boom, and you just, right, like that. The double pump bro hug. Sometimes there's kisses on the mouth. Sometimes, I think that's what you said. Sometimes when you think of partner with a hug, you do this awkward side hug thing. Sometimes when you hug them and you burp them, you know, you burp them like that. Sometimes when you hug, you do the Heimlich maneuver and you hug them and you're like, "Rah!" Like you lift them up. Sometimes you hug and you just give them the full-on embrace. So right now, in the best way you know how, please thank your partner for being so amazing. Go ahead and do that right now. Thank your partner. Just take a moment to do that. Beautiful. So good. All right. Are you ready to learn how to bust through this thing? Yes! All right, let's get into it. So here's what's going to happen. We need to actually, what we're going to do is you're going to take your barriers and your crayon and your numbers and all that, place it underneath your chair. Underneath your chair. And then you're going to stand up and spread yourselves out a little bit so that you have this much room. You don't need this much room, you need this much room, okay? Because we're gonna learn how to do this technique. At times, because the back can't see super well, at times I'm gonna have the people in the front have a seat so that they can see it better, okay? So you're gonna be standing up, sitting down a few times. Okay. So to start with, in the front here, if you could have a seat. I'll show you the big picture, and then we'll break it down. So the cinder block is going to be set up like this. The barrier will be set up like this. You're going to approach it with a leg on the side, hand on here, knees on the side, hands back, and it's going to be a 1, a 2, and the third one, boom, just like that. Okay? Let's break it down. First, choose which hand you want to use. Most people choose their dominant hand. If you want a bigger challenge, you can use your non-dominant hand. Whichever hand you want to use, put it up in the air. Give it a little wiggle. Take off any big dangly bracelets, watches, rings. Take those off. Okay, take that hand, place it underneath your armpit, elbow back, palm up. Okay? This hand will be on the cinder block, so you just worry about this hand. So we're going to practice this motion of taking this hand and going forward and rotating it and fingers back. Okay? Back here, elbows back, rotating it up. Don't do that. That hurts. Fingers back. Okay? Fingers back. Here and forward. And a little bit faster. And a little bit faster. And a little bit faster and faster and faster. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going as fast as you can. Keep it going. All right, check it out. Everything's done in threes. So it's going to be a 1, a 2, and the third one is going to be a quick, powerful snap. This hand is going to go fast. Speed is key. Speed is? All right, good. So we're going to go. Get it? Got it. Good. All right. So 1, 2, and then snap. Okay? Set it up. Hand back. Make sure no one's in front of you because you'll really hurt them. Elbow back. Ready? And 1, 2, snap. Snap. Snap back. Ready? Snap on 3. 1, 2, 3, snap. 1, 2, 3, snap. 1, 2, 3, snap. All right. Turn to your partner, give them a high five, and say, "You got this." All right. I'm going to teach you the rest of the body here. I'll show it first, and then we'll do it together. Whatever hand is going to go through the barrier is going to go back, right? The opposite foot, we'll do this in a minute, but just to watch. The opposite foot will step forward. So if you're right-handed, your left foot is forward. You're going to be pretty wide. You're not going to be up tall. You're going to be pretty wide, and I hope you didn't wear a skirt. So you're going to be pretty wide, and then you're going to take this back foot, and you're going to put it over a little bit so you've got a broad base. You don't want to try to balance. Broad base, knees flexed, okay? Hands back. This one's here. So we're going to get in this stance in a little bit, but I want to break it down. There's 2 really important things to set you up for success. You're going to be a wide stance, right? Hands back, hands here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take about 90% of your weight and you're going to put it on that front foot. You're so far forward that that back foot you can lift up. Your left toe is under your left knee, is under your left shoulder if you're right-handed, okay? So that's the position we're going to be in. Forward. If I'm too far, if I'm like balanced and not forward, I'm not able to get to the barrier. It's too far out in front of me. That's why we go weight forward so we're directly over the center. Ideally, you want your shoulder to be over the center of the barrier. That's the location you're looking for, okay? So you're going to lean forward. I'm going to show you this last part and then we'll practice. This hand's going to be on the barrier. This knee is going to be on the outside. Shoulder over the center. Elbows back. Elbows back. Not here. Back. 1, 2, and then your eyes are on the barrier. It's important to look at where you're aiming. Don't do this, all right? Look at the barrier. It's really important. So 1, 2, third one, you're going to take your hand, your body, your intention, and go through the barrier. Through it. I don't know if you can see it back there, but my hand is almost to the ground. It's not going to go to the barrier. It's going through the barrier, almost to the ground. Don't hit the ground. That hurts. But you're coming through all the way, almost to the ground. The reason that's important, this is the second really important tip for success, is if I go to the barrier, I can hit this as hard as I can. It will never break. But if I did what I just did with that power, but I took it through the barrier, this would be in 2 pieces right now. That was enough power. But I have to direct it through, not to. Get it? Good. So in a moment, we're going to practice this, and we're going to go slow motion first. Slow motion. And then we'll put in the full speed. So stand where you are. Get yourself some space so you can put the wide stance, okay? Really wide, not tall, but wide. Get that back foot out a little bit. Flex the knees. Wrist by the knee here, and then you're going to hinge at the waist, and then you're going to put your weight on that front foot forward, okay? Slow motion, you're hitting straight down, not in front of you, but straight down. Ready? Slow motion, down for 1, down. Down for 2, slow motion, on 3, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, almost to the ground, all the way down, get lower. Good. All right. Did you go pretty low? All right, good. Make sure you go low, otherwise you're not going to go through it. Go down. Okay. We're going to do it full speed right now. But we're going to add one more element to this. What's a sound that might be said when someone's a karate chop through a wood? Okay, I love all those sounds. Use whatever sound you want. It's all good. The important thing, the reason why a sound is used is because you've got to breathe. You've got to exhale. The power is in the breath. I'm going to demonstrate it as shh, like that. Oh, everybody got really quiet. That's good. I'm going to demonstrate like that, but if you want to go, you can do that. But shh, all the way out. It's important. Even when you're through the barrier, you're still shh, because you're exhaling, because there's a lot of power in that. Get it? Good. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, full speed on that third one. Quick, powerful snap. Make sure you're going close to the ground, through it. Eyes are where? On the barrier. Where you're aiming, look where you're aiming. Okay. Wide stance. Weight forward. Hands up. Eyes down. Ready? And shh. Shh. Fast. Shh. Yes. Give your partner a high five and say, you got it. All right. Couple things. It's going to make contact with the outside fleshy part of your hand. Okay? It's this, you can feel it if you want. It's on the pinky side, that fleshy part. We're not doing a karate chop or a knife hand or a fist. We're going to focus on that strong structural part of your body. Boom, like that, okay? With that said, don't do that. It hurts. Fingers back. Okay. You feeling good? All right. So a couple things before we go do this. If you want to all have a seat, you can. Couple things. Some of you might come up here and you might be really intense, right? You just might be like, right? And you're just like all red and spitting and like you're going to shatter the planet. And you feel like if you're going to hit this as hard as you possibly can, you feel like this isn't enough. You need to reach back for the thunder of the gods, right? And then when you come down, when you try to hit it as hard as you can, you sidearm it. And sometimes you close your eyes. We don't do this today. We do not touch the cinder block, okay? We touch the center of the barrier. Hit it in the middle. So if you are there and you're really intense, that's fine. If you're going to shatter the planet, that's great. Tips, eyes on where you're aiming, right? And then go straight down. You don't need to reach back. Your assistant that's helping you, they might be in front of you and they might just simply be saying, in the middle, to remind you of where you're aiming. In the middle. In the middle. Really important. Okay, this might happen too, where you come up and you go, shh, shh, and then, and you're like, oh my gosh, I failed, right? That might happen. If it happens, no big deal. I'm sure it'll happen to somebody today. It's okay. Usually what happens is you do the first attempt and you're like, oh, okay, that's what it's like. And then the second time, you go right through it. If you don't go through it on your first attempt, there's usually 3 main reasons why. First reason is you're not breathing. You're going shh, shh, right? And you stop breathing. So remember to breathe. It's very important. I think 1/3 of your power can come from your breath. So fully embrace the sound of that breath. Get it? Good. Next part. Next reason you might not go through on the first time is because you're hitting to it, not through it, okay? So if you, like I said, if you hit to it, it'll never break. You got to go through it. So if that's the case, what might happen is the assistant might take the barrier away and come up to it and say, hit me here. Can Can you see that? Sort of. So hit me on one right here, okay? Low. Not here, here. And don't go shh, shh, just go boom on one and hit them. They want to hear a heavy, fast hand. You want to hurt their hand, okay? It won't hurt because, but try to hurt their hand. Try to hit low. And it'll get in your body memory to go through, not to. Get it? Good. The other reason that you might not go through on your first attempt is because of what's going on here. Raise your hand if you know you have a voice inside of your head. Okay. Some of you are like, 2. All right. They have names. Others of you are like, voice? What voice? I don't have a voice. I don't know what he's talking about. That's the voice I'm talking about. We all have this voice. Sometimes it says really helpful things. Sometimes it says not so helpful things. I'm going to invite you for this to change it, to jam it, to shift it to something that's helpful. Like, I can do this. This is easy. I'm powerful. Shift it. So what might that look like is you're back here seeing that and being like, no, I can't do this. And you're like, wait a minute. I can do this, right? And you start going towards it and you realize this is really happening. You're like, I can't do this. And you're like, yes, I can. Wait, no, I can't. Yes. And just keep going back and forth to I can do this. This is easy. I'm powerful. Can you do this? Yes. Are you powerful? Yes. Give your partner a high five and say, you are powerful. Yes. All right. What questions do you have about this? How are we going to do it? Oh, I'll show you where we're going to go and all that in a moment. Yes. Yep, on this palm. Yep, right there. Now, I know somebody's got their hand way in the back. Yell it out. I can't hear it. Oh, you're ready? Okay, couple things. I know this is going on in some of your heads. You're wondering, will I get injured doing this? I want to address that elephant in the living room. I've literally done this with tens of thousands of people all over the planet. In that time, I have never had any injuries, except I have had some injuries. I might have had some people that come down and they get some scrapes on their hand or their palm from the wood or from the cinder block. It has happened. It's very rare, but it has happened. I have had 4 people to date that have actually chipped a nail. I know it's sad. The only reason they chipped the nail is because they did this. So if you fingers back, your $300 manicure is safe. Fingers back. Okay? This is very safe as long as you hit it in the middle. Hit it in the middle. Hit it in the middle. And it's very safe, okay? So here's how it's going to play out. When we do this, and don't move yet, but when we do this, we're going to first take all of our chairs and we're going to put them to the edges of the room. The assistants are going to come up with their stations, with the cinder blocks, and they're going to move into stations. You've got a number 1 through 7. Here's the rotation. Station 1, this area. Station 2, behind them. Station 3, in that other room. Station 4, on this side in the front. Station 5, Station 6 in the other room. Station 7 all the way back. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So remember what your number is and where you're going to go, okay? Couple more things. Please remember where you're sitting right now, because after we break through this, we're going to take our chairs and bring them right back to this exact spot. The more precise you can be with this exact spot, the cleaner and better the room will look like. So just remember where you are with your partner, because you're going to bring your chairs back once we're done, okay? What questions? All right, so do you want to see me break the board? Yeah, I bet you do. I'm not going to do it. I know. The reason I'm not going to do it is because I broke a ton of these, and you'll be like, whatever, doesn't mean anything. So the first person to break this piece of wood in this room is a partnership from this room. So pretty soon I'm going to ask for a volunteer partnership to come on up and do this in front of everybody. So think about that if you're going to do it. Okay? Just think about that. I also want you to see this. The assistants are going to have these numbers. So they'll be, you can just follow your number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. When you get in your station, I want to show you how it's going to play out before I bring up a volunteer. I'm just planting that. When you go to your station, you're going to get in a circle or a semicircle around that station, around that cinder block, whatever makes sense. You're going to get in a circle around that station. And then when your turn, you're going to take your barrier. Your partner is going to come with you. You're going to come in the circle, and you're going to take your barrier, and you're going to show it to every single person. You're not going to talk about it. You're not going to read it, even if it's another language or a picture or whatever. You're just going to show it. And then you're going to turn it over, show the other side to everybody so everybody can see it, okay? Now, I know for some of you, breaking a piece of wood is no big deal, but getting this out there is scary. Take the risk. It's worth it. Once you do that, then we're going to set it up. You'll give it to the assistant, and they'll set it up. They'll put it nice on there. Your partner will be here with you. You'll be ready to go with your hand on the barrier, hand back, leaning forward. Everybody's going to go cheering for you. Everybody might breathe with you, too. The whole group might be like, shh, shh. And then the third one, shh, you smash through it, and everybody's going to go crazy, yelling and screaming and high-fiving. You're going to make sure you celebrate with your partner in some way with a high five or a hug or like a chest bump or something. You're going to celebrate with your partner. Once you go, your partner's next. If your partner's first, you're next, okay? Then we're just going to go in a random order. When it feels like it's your turn, you're going to come up with your partner and take your turn. We're not going to go in an order from left to right or whatever. It's just going to be jumping in. If your barrier is procrastination, don't go last, right? And then you'll just stay with your group until every single person has broken through their barrier. When your group is finished, if other groups are still going, feel free to go celebrate, join them and support them, or take pictures, whatever you want to do, but stay in this space so we can celebrate with each other after the last barrier has been broken. We're going to big celebrate, and then I'll tell you what's after that, okay? What questions do you have about this? Yes? Anybody ever broken their phone? Their bone? Well, like I said, I've had some people scrape and things like that. If you hit it in the center of the wood, you're totally safe, right? I even had someone do this that had a brittle bone disease. I have had someone do that. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I feel like every single person in this room is physically capable of doing this. I believe that to my core, that everybody's physically capable of doing this. It's about whether you believe you're physically capable or not. Now, with that said, if you've got something going on the inside, like a brittle bone disease, or you've had wrist surgery last week, or a hip replaced a month ago, or whatever it is, if you had something like that going on the inside, come talk to me. We can figure something out. There's other techniques we can use. But I believe, barring that every single person in this room is physically capable of doing this. So I invite you to really step up and make it happen, and lean on your partner as needed. All right? Can you do this? Yes, you can. What other questions? Are you ready? Okay. We need a partnership. Right here. Come on down. They were really quick. Let's give them a round of applause. Get your barriers. They're going to show us how it's done. You need your barriers, right? You got to bring the barrier up to break it. All right. So I'm gonna have her go first, okay? How you feeling?
Great. I haven't hit anything all day. I'm anxious.
All right. All right. Let's give her some energy.
Do I just show everybody?
Yeah, if you would show everything. Fear of wasting time, just because I know you can't see in the back, and then show it the other side. All right. Openness, peace, love. Good. Partner, come on in here. All right. Here, I'll take this. Set this up. So,
Can I put them closer together?
No, this is perfect.
Okay.
Just like this, okay? So I want you to have that foot on the outside, knee bent on the outside, hand on the cinder block. You can take this tag if you want off or put it on your back so it's not in the way, because that could hurt if you hit it. Okay, before you go, we've got a song that we play with this.
Okay.
No, that's not your song. This is your song. Yeah. There you go. All right, let's give her some energy. Come on. Here we go. Breathe in the middle, right in the middle. Shh. Shh. In the middle. Bang! Oh! There you go. Yes. Cut the music. Woo! All right, let me hold on a second. I got a question for you. If you can cut the music. First of all, how is your hand?
Oh, it's great.
It's fine, right?
Yeah.
Hardly any blood, right? Yeah. So what it feels like is like a hard high five, right? Feels like a hard high five. That's how much it hurts. All right. Ready? Come on down. Let's give them some energy. There you go. In action. All right. Success. Hand on the cinder block. Here we go. Breathe. Woo! All right. Can you do this? Take your chairs, put it to the edge of the side, go to your station, get in a circle, and break on through.
So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the deep eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up.
Put your chair to the sides of the room, all the way to the edges, all the way to the edges. Make sure you grab your barrier, take it with you. Stay with your partner, stay with your partner. Go to where your number station is. I need the number 7 assistant back here. Make sure you gather everybody around. All right, when you feel you've got your station set, you can begin.
Hey, I just had 4.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Ooh, oh, oh. What's up, Guan? Kingston, let's go, hey! Red one, hey, hey! Shawty got that super thing, hotter than the sun in the south of Spain. Got me soon as I walk through the door. Oh, my pocket started tickling, the way she drop it low, that thing got me wanna spend my money on her. She get it poppin', lock it, droppin' that birthday cake. Got a candle, need to blow that crazy flame away. I take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shawty is cool like the fire, cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa, I gotta cool her down. She won't bring the room to ground on the dance floor. Whoa, she's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shot is fire burning on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shot is fire burning on the dance floor. That body is a masterpiece. The order is one in every 100 years. But ain't no doubt I'm taking it home. Oh, I'm afraid we'll go to lanes. Little mama game is about to change. She'll be on covers over the world. She get it poppin', lock it, droppin' that birthday cake. Got a candle, need to blow that crazy flame away. I take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shawty is cool like the fire, cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa, I gotta cool her down. She will bring the room to ground on the dance floor. Whoa, she's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shot is fire burning on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shot is fire burning on the dance floor. She got that fire in the dance now, make them fellas run around. Hey, no exit on the dance floor, so the boys want more. Hey, she got that fire in the dance now, make them fellas run around. My day, get up already, everybody, see that. Hey, no exit on the dance floor, so the boys want more. Whatever, let's go. My damn, let's go. She get it poppin', lock it, droppin' that birthday cake. Got a candle, need to blow that crazy flame away. Now take my red, black card and my jewelry. Shawty is cool like the fire, cool like fire. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa, I gotta cool her down. She will bring the room to ground on the dance floor. Whoa, she's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shot is fire burning on the dance floor. She's fire burning on the dance floor. That little shot is fire burning on the dance floor. Somebody call 911.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it? Or just let it slip?
Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. The soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom's close to postmortem. It only grows harder, homie grows hotter. He blows, it's all over. These hoes is all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's known as the Globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows he's grown farther from home. He's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, cause here goes the cold water. These hoes don't want him no more. He's cold product. They moved on to the next mo who flows. He knows dove and sold nada. So the soap opera is told. It unfolds. I suppose it's old partner, but the beat goes on. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. No more games. I'ma change what you call rage. Tear this motherfucker off like two dogs' cage. I was playing in the beginning. The mood all changed. I've been chewed up and spit out and booed off stage. But I kept rhyming and stepped right in the next cipher. Best believe somebody's paying the Pied Piper. All the pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9 to 5. And I can't provide the right type of life for my family. Cause man, these goddamn stamps don't buy diapers. And there's no movie, there's no Mackay Pfeiffer. This is my life and these times are so hard. And it's getting even harder trying to feed and water my seed. Plus, see this order caught up between being a father and a prima donna. Baby mama drama screaming on her too much for me to wanna stay in one spot. Another damn monotony's gotten me to the point I'm like a snail. I've got to formulate a plot or end up in jail or shot. Success is my only good option. Failure's not. Mama love you, but this trailer's got to go. I cannot grow old in Salem's lot. So here I go, it's my shot. Feet fail me not, cause maybe the only opportunity that I got. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
You can do anything you set your mind to, man.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em all in You don't have to feel like a wasted space. You're original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you'll know. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em all in Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you, you. And now it's time to let it through. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you worth. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em all in Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. We go hide away in daylight. We go undercover, wait up the sun. Got a secret side in plain sight. Where the streets are empty, that's where we run. Everyday people do everyday things, but I can't be one of them. I know you hear me now. We are a different kind. We can do anything. We could be heroes. We could be heroes.
Just a couple more people left. Go support them while they smash through. All right, I think we're down to about the last person. Go support them. Almost done. Are we down to the last person? Have we finished it all? We got one more? Last person right over there. Go on over and support them. This is it. Is that it? We got 3 more? Well, we need to get over and bring some more cinder blocks in so we can get that going. All right, music back on.
You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but how your bullets ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, far away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Far away, far away. You shoot me down, but I'm a bomb. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I'm a bomb. I am titanium.
All right, we got 2 more over here, 2 more, and they'll be done. And then I'll tell you what's next. Come on over and give them some energy.
It's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much.
Is that good? Can you hear me now? Okay. Everybody, we need you to stay in here when you're finished. You're karate chopping. Stay in here. Grab your seat. All right, everybody hear me? So stay in here. The best is yet to come. Stay put.
Stay in here. We've got 1 person left, and I'm going to tell you what's next. 1 person left.
All right, Mr. Troy, take it away, brother.
Over here. Wait till you hear the smash. Music, please. Let's make a big celebration right after this last crash. Here he goes. 1, 2. Woo-hoo! Did you break through your barrier? Yes! Please, right now, go find your partner. Hold on with the music. Find your partner. Get your chairs. Sit back where you were. On your way, get a bunch of high fives and glad you're here. Go! All right. Have a seat with your partner. Have a seat with your partner. First of all, congratulations. Give yourself a round of applause. That was amazing. So we are going to take some time for you to chat with your partner. With your partnership, when they come back, if they're not with you, you'll remind them of what we're doing or tell them. Going to invite you to answer 3 questions, each of you. Talk about 3 questions. First question, what was this experience like? What was it like to break a board? What was it like to break a board with everybody else? What was it like to see everybody else break their board? What was it like? Second question. This is an important question. This is where it matters. What did you learn? Important question. What did you learn? What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about what you're capable of? What did you learn about your barrier? What did you learn about others? What did you learn? This is what's going to make this activity worthwhile. What did you learn? And the third, and I think even more important, what are you going to do? What kind of action are you going to take as a result of breaking through your barrier? What action are you going to take? What are you going to do? Be specific. So what was it like? What did you learn? What are you going to do? Like, learn, do. If you forget those questions, just talk about what happened, okay? So take your chair, turn and face your partner, sitting knee to knee. Turn knee to knee. If your partner's not back yet, find another partner and you can talk for a little bit until they get back. Take about 5 minutes. Both of you get a chance to talk. What was it like? What did you learn? What are you going to do? Begin.
When you wake up in the evening and the day is shot, find yourself complaining about the things you ain't got. Never goes just the way that you want it to. Cliche of the day, c'est la vie, that's just life. It ain't easy. It's so tough. It ain't easy. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do? Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do? Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do? You can say that I'm a dreamer and you think it's uncool. Preaching about the better life I learned in school. But you get what you give in this life that we live. And all that you do will come back to you. Life, it ain't easy. It's so tough. It ain't easy. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do? Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do? Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
When things isn't right, there's no need to fight. From you have life, then everything nice. Love all you elders, please be polite. Even when you're hurting, don't forget to smile. Give love to all nation, big or small. When you do good, you'll get your reward. United we stand, divided we fall. Put a smile on your face and greet one and all.
Life, it ain't easy. Oh, it's so tough. It ain't easy.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face.
What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do?
Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face.
All right. Take a few more moments, just a couple more moments.
People love you when you smile and hate you when you screw. Lots of happiness
All right. Find a place to pause. Say that last thing. Sorry if I'm cutting some of you off. One last time, because your partner is so amazing. Is your partner amazing? Yeah. One last time, please thank your partner in the best way you know how. Go ahead and do that now. Thank your partner. They are amazing. All right. Take your bodies, take your chairs, turn and face this way. Turn and face this way. What a journey we've been on. Fearless journey, right? All right. Please take a deep breath and let it out. We're going to take another deep breath and we're going to let it out like shh. Ready? Deep breath in. And shh. Nice. Sometimes we forget to breathe. Breathing is important. A lot of power in the breath. Was that pretty great? Was it pretty great watching other people do it too? So I know we don't have a lot of time. I just want to hear from a few of you. What was that like? What did you learn? What are you going to do? Let me have just a couple shares. Who would like to share? Right back there. Can you just do it really loud, really loud?
Also, that not allowing people, places, or things to prohibit you from going forward. What you were said, that you got to take all the negatives out of your system so that you can replace them with positives, and that way that the board can be broken every day. So that's what I've learned. Thank you.
Nice. Awesome. Who else would like to share? A couple more. All right, right there. He's right there. And then come up here next, maybe.
This guy's already spoken. Okay.
I realized that no one is holding you back. Nothing.
Nothing.
Just you.
Not even yourself anymore.
I'll translate.
Right?
There's nothing holding you back but you.
Aha. There you go. All right, over here. You had your hand up? Okay, turn and face them. Speak loud.
That's a big lesson for me, even though I'm
Say
afraid.
it again, say it again.
I was afraid, but I did it anyway. It was success.
Yes. How many of you were, let me ask you this, how many of you, when I said you're going to have the opportunity to break a piece of wood in the very beginning, raise your hand if you had some doubts about that? Okay. Now, did you break through it? Yes. So, are there times in your life when you're going to come to a place where you have some doubts? Yes or no? Yeah. It might happen tonight. It might happen tomorrow. It's coming, right? But for whatever reason today, you decided not to buy into those doubts. And that reason matters. Pay attention to what that reason was for you. And it could be different for all of you. Was your reason you didn't buy into your own doubts because you saw somebody else do it first? Because you had a coach? Because you had a partner supporting you? What was it for you that made the difference? And remember that. And lean on that next time you come to that place where you have doubts. Get it? Get it? Good. Raise your hand if you feel that this barrier that you wrote on there is gone, it's done, it's no longer part of your life. All right. Raise your hand if this barrier is like it's the first step in a long journey. Okay. Raise your hand if you just raised your hands twice. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes this barrier is done, it's gone, it's all gone from your life right now. More often than not, it's not gone right now. This is the first step. But this step is a big step. This step has traction. There's momentum behind this step. There's a partner behind this step, right? This partner you're with, I invite you, assuming you're not married to them, I invite you to stay in touch with them. Keep connected with them, right? And they can help you, and you can help them stay connected to this barrier that you're trying to get through. Get it? Good. So this barrier, this piece of wood now that's yours, it's in several pieces, 2 pieces. This is yours to keep forever and always. And I invite you to take it home. It makes a great conversation starter at the airport. But take it home and put it somewhere. Maybe you set it up in your office. I've had people put it up on the wall. Maybe they have the barrier side up because they need to remind themselves of the barrier that they're working on. Maybe they want to turn it over so they can see the outcomes to remind them of why they're doing this work, why it matters. But regardless, if you have it up, people can come over and see that, and you can say, don't mess with me, I can break a piece of wood, right? But some people put it in their drawer, in their desk, in their closet, just wherever. People keep this. People move to new places and they bring it with them. But here's what I would love for you to do. When you feel like you finally broke through this barrier, if you're not through it right now, and it might be a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, who knows? When you feel you've finally broken through it, some people take their board and they have a burning ceremony and they burn it away. You can do that virtually with your partner. You can get on a video call and dump it in the bonfire in the backyard, right? And just really make it a ceremony that you finally got through this. Do you think you can get through this barrier? Yes or no? Yes. And it's all about how you just answered that matters. If you say yes and you remind yourself and you get that support around you, it will happen, right? Yes. So I know that we've got to get going. I want to acknowledge you all for not only being here, but being fully present and being fully connected to this and really taking this on in a meaningful way. The energy that I felt from all of you it's phenomenal, and it's what keeps me going. So thank you for sharing your energy with me. This is truly honored. Thank you very much. Make sure you get some good photos, and I know I'm handing it off to the magic Stephanie. Let's give her a round of applause.
All right. Y'all give it up for Troy. Thank you so much. Y'all give it up for Troy and his entire crew for working their butts off for us. So y'all are some bad people in here.
In a good way.
I'm not messing with any of these people. So thank you very much, Troy.
All right,
We appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
One
you
more
all.
time. Woo. Now, don't go out of here thinking y'all can whip people in lobby and stuff and thinking y'all some badasses or something, all right? And don't be trying to light a fire in a hotel room and burn this tonight either. So we got fire alarms and stuff, so we don't do that. But that's pretty special, huh? I told y'all to trust me. I will never lead you wrong. Our wish for each and every one of you in this room is for you to be diamond. And whatever we've got to break through to get there is we're going to get there on our way. So that's our goal and my hope and my wish that everybody here gets to experience what it's like to be a diamond. So break through those barriers. So we're good to go now? All right, so I want to see everybody walking across the stage at Expo here this year as diamonds, okay? And I promise I'll be in the front row and I'll be your biggest cheerleader. All right, so I'm here for you guys, so thank you guys so much for being here. Now, we were going to end this at midnight, but here's the good news. We're going to end it sooner than that. No, here's the good news. We've got one amazing gentleman coming up here to talk to you guys, and this guy I've known for about probably 15 years. And he's a very successful businessman in and outside of this arena. And he's just a phenomenal speaker. He's very sought after. He speaks all over the world. And we're lucky and fortunate, and I'm very grateful he's here with us tonight. So I want first of all, can y'all all come a little closer back there? Just grab your chairs. This 6 feet crap, y'all come on. Just everybody come on up here. Everybody get together. We're all in this together anyways. Y'all come on up here. We got the best wellness products on the planet. Nobody should be sick. Come on, let's go. Come on up here. Y'all bring your chairs a little closer. This is going to be intimate chat here. I want y'all to come a little closer to me. All right? So I can see you through these lights, okay? All you pretty people, come up here. I can tell y'all been using some serum. Y'all are wrinkle-free. All right, come on. All right. Okay, everybody get settled, all cozy. We're just going to be a little. Samson Lee, come on. Okay. All right, so I want y'all to go ahead and just stay on your feet and help me welcome this gentleman. Y'all know him as Coach Alex Arnold.
Heads up! Heads up! There's another one. And another one.
You got more than that. Come on. I can't hear you. All right, all right, all right. Have a seat, guys. If you had a breakthrough today, raise your hand and say yes. No, with passion. Raise your hand and say yes. One more time. Raise your hand and say yes. I'm so excited. What an amazing speaker. Let's give him an outstanding round of applause. Come on. So, I'm going to set some new rules of engagement, because tomorrow I'm going to be part of your hosts, and I'm going to be hosting you first thing in the morning. So, I'll be hosting in the morning and throughout the entire day. So now that you've had this amazing breakthrough, it's time to understand the vehicle that you have, and it's time to operate at an outstanding level. So I'm going to teach you the rules. We are going to start to play full out from this point forward. I've watched you throughout the day. I've been literally like a sniper, watching every single person in the audience, and I've been watching people, oh yeah, this is so exciting. No, we need to go to another level. And let me tell you another level. Let me ask you a question. Let me see a poor applause. With poor effort, we get poor results. And I'll be very candid with you. I've not seen the highest level of effort from the Jeunesse family here. Let me see a good applause. With good effort in business, we get poor results. So we can't operate just good and average. We have to operate at the highest level of intensity. And that's what that breakthrough is all about. What that breakthrough is all about is now we need to take it, because we have no more fears. It's time to take it to the next level. Let me ask you a question. What does an excellent applause look like? 1, 2, 3, excellent. With excellent effort, we get good results. There's another level. There's another standard. And it's going to be the standard in which you're going to operate your business, and it's going to be the standard in which we're going to operate this weekend. We're going to operate that way tonight, and we're going to operate this weekend throughout the entire day tomorrow. And it's called outstanding. Outstanding means that you're operating at peak performance. When you're making that phone call to a prospect, you're calling them with outstanding and focused effort. When you're prospecting with energy and focus and commitment and that certainty. And I've not seen outstanding from this audience yet. And what outstanding means is outstanding. So on the count of 3, I want to see for the first time this audience operate at peak performance. On the count of 3, I want you to give me an outstanding applause. 1, 2, 3, go! Let's go. Come on, DJ, turn it up. That wasn't outstanding. In my opinion, that was still excellent. What I'm talking about is you're going to be hearing from tomorrow people who are some of the most successful people in this industry. The more energy you give back to them, the more knowledge they give back to you. So tomorrow morning, every speaker that walks on the stage in that room is not going to get a good applause. It's not going to get an excellent applause. It's going to get an outstanding applause. And what's it going to do to you subconsciously? It's going to drive you to absorb that knowledge. So for the last time, as the coach is telling you tonight, you've had your breakthrough. Now it's time to take that breakthrough and play full out and play outstanding. Count on 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3, outstanding. Let me see. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Go. All right. Now we're operating in peak state. And now I'm going to share with you as we close this evening out over the course of the next 2 hours. No, 15 minutes. Over the course of the next 15 minutes, I want to share with you some things that I believe they're going to let you understand that the breakthrough that you had allows you to take your business and your life to the next level. Because you have a diamond in your hand. You have a diamond in your hand, and quite frankly, you don't know it. Yes, we've had this pandemic, but there's some lessons from this pandemic. There's some lessons that we've learned, economic lessons, financial lessons. And we need to understand that the key to success in life is not hard work. How many hardworking broke people do you know? If you know someone hard and is broke, raise your hand and say yes. The fact of the matter is hard work has never been the only key to success. The key to success is finding the right situation, the right opportunity, and putting in massive action. It's about catching a wave. It's about catching a financial wave. And that's what my outcome tonight is to share with you what I believe is a real financial wave. But if you're going to catch a wave, you have to first program your GPS. You have to program where you're going. See, if you don't know where you're going, how are you ever going to get there? Today we had a breakthrough. But part of the breakthrough is knowing where we're going. If I'm in New York and I want to go to San Francisco, if I want to go to San Francisco, I can promise you I'm grabbing my phone and I'm programming my GPS. Question, will there be detours? Yes or no? Yes. I can't hear you. Yes. There will be detours. I have a couple different options too. I have a couple different options to take those detours. Maybe it takes me out of my way. Maybe I have to stop for a moment. Maybe there's massive traffic. There's no such thing as getting to your destination, which in this is your destiny. There's no way to get there unless you program your GPS. We need this weekend to program our outcomes and our vision of what we want. And I want to ask you what you want. What do you want for your parents? What do you want for your children? Do you want to retire in dignity? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want a new automobile? Do you want your 2022 to be different than your 2021? If so, raise your daggone hands and say yes. Yes. Then we have to understand our destination equals our destiny. And if we don't commit this weekend to program our GPS to know exactly where our destination is, we're not going to get our destiny. What do you freaking want? And how bad do you want it? Now, if you want to get to the destination, you have to ask yourself, what's your vehicle? What type of vehicle are you going to use? Bicycle? Feet? You know, when you look at your GPS on your iPhone, it says, hey, if you walk there, it's 5 hours. If you take the car, it's 5 minutes. What's your vehicle? What is your financial vehicle? Because we're going to show you how to program your GPS this weekend. We're going to show you how to really visualize your outcome. We're going to show you how you're going to know exactly where you want to go. But what the heck are you going to do? What vehicle are you going to use to get to where you want to go? And a lot of people have a lot of different perspectives. A lot of people want to drive that Pinto, that JOB, the just over broke vehicle, the 40-year plan. The fact of the matter is that if you don't decide what vehicle you're going to use to get to your destination, then programming your GPS is irrelevant because it's going to take you too long to get there. Can I have does that make sense, yes or no? Yes. So what are the options out there today? There are a lot. A lot of options. A lot of different perspectives. I have a great idea. Let's start a Subway franchise. $15,000 franchise fee, a $250,000 lease in your local strip mall, and you just bought yourself a $15 an hour job. Let's start a new restaurant. That's cool. That hasn't been impacted the last 2 years by the pandemic. Let's start a restaurant, $500,000 investment. Rent space, lease space. You got to show up. You better be there. If you're not there, you're going to be either still blind or you're going to be completely out of business. What other options do you have? Oh, a salon. Touching people. Touching people's hair. Touching people's face. Massage therapy. I love it. I wish I owned 20 of them. But if you own 20 of them today, 19 of them would be out of business if it's in the wrong state. You have options. You have a lot of different options. How many people today are going to the stores? Hey, I got a great idea. Let's go to the local mall and set up a retail outlet where we can sell clothes and shoes. That's exciting. Yeah, because what if the mall closes down again? See, the average small business today costs hundreds of thousands of dollars with massive risk and no guarantee of return. But let me ask you, friends, what are the businesses that are scaling today? What are the businesses that are growing? How many people today have got more Amazon boxes at their front door than ever before in their life? Raise your hand, say yes. Like you mean it, raise your hand, say yes. Yes. My Christmas at my front door was like FedEx warehouse. Every day. My daughter, 4 years old, is like, oh, is Santa Claus coming again? The world is changing, my friends. Let's jump out in front of the freaking wave. Let's smell the coffee. Let's realize that we have the ability to get to our financial destiny if we pick the right vehicle. We see the Amazon trucks. We see the trends. We see the social influencers. I love this product. It's so amazing. I just sold 10,000 of them because I just posted it on Instagram. We have billionaires today that don't have one retail store called the Kardashians. They don't have a retail outlet anywhere in the world, and they're billionaires because they sell more product online than Nordstrom does out of the retail outlets. Smell the coffee. Smell the money. You're at the right place at the right time right now. So what if I told you that you had the ability to start a business? You had the ability to start a business with 150 countries with global distribution. An online website with over 20 countries fully translated into multiple languages. What if I told you that you had a full research and development department of doctors who will vet all the products for you? What if I told you that you didn't have to inventory any of that product globally? What if I told you that you had no Fed, you have no Fed, no FICA, no OSHA, no workman's comp, no deliveries? You don't have to deliver the product. What if I told you that you could have that global business for $49,000 and sell products all over the world globally, and you didn't have to pay one person? All your people were going to be paid for you. And that you could create financial wealth, an online business. You could become your own Jeff Bezos with products that are fully vetted by the best doctors in the entire planet, and you could sell them in 150 countries, and you could become your own influencer. And you could use social media as your leverage tool. And you can start building a team of other influencers. And they had the ability to go sell products. And then you know someone, for example, in Dallas. And that person in Dallas knows someone in London. And that person in London knows someone in Moscow. And when they get their website, it's already in Russian. They get their products delivered in 2 days. And you get paid. And what if that person in Moscow knew someone in Rio de Janeiro? And they decide to buy the products, and they get a website in Brazilian, and you get paid. And what if that person in Brazil knew someone in Taiwan, and that person in Taiwan could become their own influencer and sell products throughout the entire Asian community, and you get paid right in your hometown, and it only costs you $49,000. Well, the good news, guys, the good news is that business is not $49,000. That business, next slide, is $49 in Jeunesse. May I have a round of applause, please, for Jeunesse? Can I hear you right now for Jeunesse? $49 gives you a full, entire global business online to be your own global influencer. Where else can you do that? Where else can you do what you're seeing and you're going to see these diamonds are doing? They don't report to a CEO. They don't report to a boss. They don't pay any employees. They don't inventory any product. All they do is tell a story about how you can start your own business and how you can sell your own products, and you get paid residual income on off that process. You're at the right place, at the right time, right now in this room. And if you want to change your life in 2022, I can guarantee you, you have the perfect financial vehicle that can help you get you to your destiny. It's now. Can I get a round of applause for Jeunesse in here? Come on, let's get it. "2022 is about massive action. 2022 is about you realizing that you have the gold. You're sitting in a golden chair right now, and you don't even know it. Yeah, I'm gonna come to this great little Jeunesse event. This is exciting. No, it's not exciting. It's life-changing. But you've got to find it within yourself right now, this weekend, to say, I demand something different. I want change. I want something different. I had my freaking breakthrough. I've got the financial vehicle, and now it's time for massive action. You do that, you can change your life. Who's in here with me, ready to do that with a round of applause? I can't hear you. Come on. I can't hear you, Janess. Let me hear you in here. Everything's in place. It's now up to you. What do you want? How bad do you want it? And what are you willing to do to get it? That's what you're going to learn tomorrow. You're going to get an education tomorrow from the research and development team, the doctors, from the top diamonds, from the people who've built these large communities all over the world, step by step, exactly how they've done it. An education that's worth, quite frankly, priceless. So this isn't just some fun party. This isn't just some great little, hey, cool event. This is your chance to completely change your life. And I sat in your chair. Thank you very much. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves in here. Clap for yourselves in here. I sat in this same chair as a very, very young man with dyslexia. My mother from a third world country, not knowing how I could get ahead. And I saw someone giving a presentation that was the worst presentation I'd ever seen in my entire life. And I asked him after that presentation what he was earning. And that he had sponsored a few people who sponsored a few people and built an organization of people who sold products all over the country and all over the world. And I said, I can do that. It might take me a year, it might take me 2 years, it might take me 5 years. But that can give me the quality of lifestyle that I demand for myself and my family. And guess what? It wasn't this vehicle. That vehicle was a Pinto. Our friends here, we have a Ferrari, and it's called Janess. Let's give Janess one more round of applause. Come on. So with that being said, guys, all roads lead to tomorrow morning. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is 2022. Today is 2 weeks into 2022, and we have now 11 and a half months to create the real change that we want in our lives. Who wants change in their life? With a round of applause, let me hear you here, Janess. Let's demand it. Let's take it. Let's own it. You've had your breakthrough. You're going to know your destination. You know what you want. And now you have the best vehicle in the entire world to build a domestic U.S. global business and become your own Jeff Bezos. If you're ready to do that, then the fact of the matter is it's time. Now's the time. One team. One Janess. One more time. One team. One team. Stand up. One team. We are the team. We are the family. Let's make it happen. Bless you all. Let's rock and roll. Tomorrow morning sharp. You have the agenda. We'll hand it back to our amazing host. Guys, I will see you tomorrow morning bright and early. I'll be rocking and rolling with you. God bless you. Are you ready? Are you ready? I can hear you.
Alex Arnold, everybody! He's awesome. All right, he makes me want to sign up all over again. Damn, he's good. Okay, the good thing is you don't have to be a great speaker. You don't have to be anything. You got to have a heart and a desire, and you can make it work in this business. So listen, who likes free? All right, I'm getting ready to give away an iPad and an Apple Pencil or pen or something like that. I don't know, something like that. But before I do, let me, success isn't easy and success isn't free. And a lot of people get in this business and want this overnight success. And Adrian talked a little bit about this a couple of months ago. But, you can't take the elevator. You got to take the stairs. Took us almost 5 years to hit diamond. I had Randy Whitney calling me, are you ever going to make it? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying. And I'm good. But you know, life hands you curveballs, right? That's what tonight was all about, is overcoming your fears, overcoming your objections, and being here. So the first thing is you're being here, so congratulations for that. And number 2, staying the whole time. Congratulations for that. And number 3, we're going to reward everybody with free, I'm just kidding. We're going to record, I'm going to give away one. But tomorrow, we're going to start at 9 o'clock sharp, okay? And we're starting off strong. Y'all know who AK is? Where's AK? Is he here in the room? Where'd he go? So AK is going to start the morning with CeCe Weller, Yvonne Yin, Samson Lee. I mean, we got a strong lineup for just kick off the morning. And then we've got some great speakers. Calvin Becerra speaking tomorrow. There's Calvin. Everybody wave to Calvin. Say hi, Calvin. You got Steve Merritt. You got lots of great things. You're going to see Alex again. And so we're going to have a phenomenal day together. And then we're going to party like rock stars tomorrow night. All right? Does that sound fair? So we're going to, and listen, Alex knows this best. We work hard and we play even harder. So we'll have some fun. But don't y'all get too strung out Saturday night, because Sunday we're starting early too. Don't be laying out all night in the streets of Dallas. Now, if anybody gets arrested, let me give you my cell of my attorney. And we'll take care of you. So we're going to start there. And I think today was this was a great start to the event. I was really looking forward to this. I hadn't seen anything, but this was like rock star moments for each and every one of you. I mean, how many people thought you'd leave this place being a karate champ? I mean, who'd have thought it, right? Take the boards around. What do you do? I break boards for a living. What do you do? I'm a badass. I'm a Jeunesse Global. You want some? Absolutely. All right, we're going to give this away, okay? So I'm going to everybody get your little cards out, okay? Get your cards out, all right? Now we got an iPad here, and we've got an iPad pencil, all right? So we're going to give it away. Everybody help me welcome back Zarina Toretto, the hardest working gal at Jeunesse Global. My lovely dear friend, too. All right, Zarina, so let's do this. Let's get this away. I'll have glasses on. I can't see anything.
I have to get it from here?
Little music, yeah, little.
Okay, the last 3 numbers. It's, where should I put it? Over there? Over there? Okay, it's 866. You have to show it. 866. Anybody?
866, last numbers. Anybody?
We have the person? Yes,
come on,
we have a winner.
866, is that it? 866, okay. Is that it? What are we giving her? 866, we have a winner. Chicken dinner. Give away a pencil.
It's just one, right?
That's all she gets, is a friggin'
And
pencil? Okay, she gets a pencil? Okay.
Yeah.
That's an expensive pencil. Be careful with that pencil.
And
Thank
an
you.
iPad.
Okay, now we're giving away an iPad. Now, I can be bought, so I'm not above bribery. Okay.
Okay, the last 3 is 901.
Is that you?
I thought it was 901. We have a winner.
Is that 901?
Yes.
You need to be a little bit more excited. Run a little faster, sister. Come on. Get a little
Make sure
excited.
it's that number.
I know it's not a car, but it is expensive. All right, 901, 901. There you go.
Yeah.
Y'all give it up. iPad. All right, congratulations. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to end up a little early tonight for you guys, so you guys could go mingle the streets of Dallas. Don't get in any trouble, and get to bed early tonight. Now, let me tell y'all something. I don't do anything before noon, okay? Now, if I can be here at 9 o'clock in the morning, everybody can be here at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? So Katie's buying everybody coffee. Meet her down in the lobby about 6. Just kidding. Okay, so we'll see y'all at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're doing, the common area is open at 8 o'clock. The VIP lounge is open at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9. We're going to start at 9 p.m. We'll take a lunch break. Then we'll be back at you until about 6:30. Then you'll have some time to change, get your fancy clothes on, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Star Gala. If you don't have your ticket, make sure you get one for $20 and see us. And thank you guys so much for letting me be your host and for listening with such attention. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. See you in the morning.